I just realized my audio was off somehow. It's because I turned off my computer completely earlier. Anyway, I'm happy to be back. Jamal Hill's injured. There's talk of Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira for the 205-pound strap at UFC 291. We finished up our stream last night, and I crawled into bed. I did a couple things on the computer. I crawled into bed, and about 5 minutes I was in bed. Boom! Someone sends me in the Discord, Jamal Hill out. Not a single media member had reported it yet. Nobody had reported it yet. You can go check Twitter. Go check Twitter. I was the first person to tweet about Jamal Hill's injury. There was mainstream media outlets for MMA that had not covered it before I did. I was first. As soon as I made that tweet, I made an Instagram post. I crawled out of bed, damn near 2 a.m. It was a little after 1, actually. It was like 1:30. Cranked out a video real quick. A high-quality video, not just some bullshit I threw together. A very thoughtful video where I was probably the first one to say the Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz shit. And I pumped it out for you guys last night. And I see getting on that big news first helped with some decent views, guys. We almost got 7,500 views, which is really good for our channel. You know, there's other struggling channels that don't get that many views. A lot of watch time, a lot of new subs. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, but we haven't had a chance yet to dissect it on stream. But the 205-pound division, John Jones has just left a curse on the division, guys. There is a curse on the division. It sucks. It's like relinquish after relinquish after relinquish after relinquish. Now we've had 3 vacated titles. Now we're on our 3rd vacated title fight. That's craziness. 205 is just a shit salad at this point. Shit sandwich, whatever you want to call it. Either one. And I don't know what I honestly prefer. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I prefer. Like, if it was up to me, what do I make? I feel like the most compelling is without Izzy. Because for me, Izzy versus Yuri is most compelling. But that's kind of unrealistic. I think there's a small percentage chance that happens. But the next most compelling is probably Jan versus Alex Pereira. But does that really make sense? I don't think it really makes sense for the belt, considering Magomed Ankalaev borderline just beat Jan Blachowicz. So I think the fight that really makes the most sense in terms of entertainment value plus a meritocracy standpoint, I think it has to be Yuri Prochazka versus Magomed Ankalaev. And if Yuri Prochazka isn't going to be ready by the end of the year, I think it has to be the winner of Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Or you could do the winner of Blachowicz versus Pereira versus Yuri at the end of the year. I would be okay. Yuri versus Alex Pereira December for the light heavyweight title. Sign me up. How does Ankalaev not deserve a shot? That's delusional. You guys just don't like his fighting style. How does he not deserve a shot? That's crazy. So I really think the most compelling fight to make is some rendition of Yuri Prochazka in there. But if you're excluding Yuri, I think you have to do winner of Jan Blachowicz. But then you got Nikita Krylov. I think Nikita Krylov's being vastly overlooked. Nikita Krylov should be in this discussion, boys. That's so weird for me to say, but he needs to be in the discussion. But it's a tricky situation. I don't think there's any right answer. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, in the chat right now. Ideally, what would be the next 205-pound title fight? Ideally, put it in the chat right now. What would your preference be? Put it in the chat, please. I would love to know, because I've kind of been torn a little bit. Winner of Jan Alex versus Yuri, true best. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The more I think about it, I think that would be a banger. Versus Yuri, end of the year. Yeah, but the UFC doesn't like to have these belts be vacant for a while. Yeah, but that's the tricky part. If I knew for sure Yuri was going to be back, okay, we know Yuri's uh, one half of the equation. Ali Adwan. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the last name. Thank you for the $5 Canadian. Big fan of your channel. Also, who do you think Islam faces in October, assuming he still fights? Okay, I will tell you this. Unless Islam Makhachev gets injured, I will guarantee you he fights in October on UFC 294. He will be the main event, unless he is injured. I believe, if I had to say the most probable scenario, it would probably be Islam Makhachev. I want to say versus Charles, but Charles said I won't be ready for October. So if we take Charles at his word, I think that could change rather quickly. If we take Charles at his word, then it would probably be Volk. But Volk has to have some surgery. He said he probably could be ready for October, but let's say he's not ready. So it's either going to be Volk or Oliveira, and if neither one of those are ready, I truly think they just give it to Arman Tsarukyan. I think they give it to Arman Tsarukyan. I think they do Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan 2, UFC 294 main event in October if Oliveira or Volkanovski is not available. That's what happens. Because people are going to be like, oh, well, Arman doesn't deserve it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. He just fought an unranked guy. First off, not his fault. Second off, he had a competitive fight with Islam Makhachev on short notice. Third off, they want Islam Makhachev on that card against all obstacles. It does not matter. So, Charles, Volk, Arman. That's what I think. That's what I think. Anyway, thank you for the $5, Ali. I appreciate you, man, my friend. Jan versus Pereira makes sense, but if Yuri can fight, he should fight the winner for the belt. Yeah, I don't have a massive problem with Jan versus Pereira, but it's kind of weird. Pereira's coming off a brutal KO loss in the middleweight division. Does he really deserve to walk into a title shot? You know, I get it. You know, it's ever-changing scenery, but you know, I'm not a big fan of that in particular. Ankalaev versus Yuri. I wouldn't mind that either. I would not mind that either, my friend. This will be a hot take, but I'm not at all surprised that Jamal got injured. Do you see how out of shape he gets when he's not in camp? That's a lesser version of what Patty does, very injury prone. I think it's a little bit overblown. Jamal has a certain body type, you know, where he never really looks like in crazy good fighting shape. So I think that's a bit overblown, you know. But maybe you're right. I feel like a lot of people are taking an unnecessary dump on the guy while he's down, you know. You think he's happy toward his Achilles. Jamal's never been known as being injury prone. It's not like he's pulled out of a litany of fights. So I'm going to give him a pass on this one. I think people are overblowing that. Just like they overblew. Derek Lewis looks better than ever, you know. Chandler versus Islam, not going to happen. Chandler's going to be rim job and Conor until the end of days, in my opinion. I think. I would think that's what's going to end up happening. Chandler's going to be in the public restroom at the NBA Finals with Conor for the rest of the year. See you at the top. I know this isn't MMA related, but me and my girlfriend just broke up. Any advice? It's hard for me to look forward to MMA. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. You know, I would just try to look forward to something. You know, I know that you just said I'm having a hard time. You know, I know what you mean. You know, if you're good, you know, if there's something bad going on in your life, it kind of ruins the good because you're too busy worried about the bad. But I would just try to block it out and just think about the good coming up. You know, think about, is it going to matter in a year? Is it going to matter in 2 years? You know, it's not really. It's not going to matter in a year. It's not going to matter in 2 years. You'll find somebody else. You know, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. You never know. It could have been meant to be. You're going to find the woman of your dreams in your next relationship. And, yeah, I mean, basically, I would just try to look forward to the positive. Try to stay busy doing certain things, you know, that you enjoy. And I think that's the best advice. Try not to linger on it. I know it sounds easier said than done, but try not to linger on it. That's what I would try to do. Joey, you're a city monster. I'm not even sure what that means. Joe, you posted last night's vid before I sent the post on Twitter. Dude, I was on that shit. I had a video out before like the major MMA websites were even posting it. For the users whose breakup just happened, tomorrow's card does not help. That is true. That is very true. Light heavyweight division is in shambles. Where is Ankalaev? He should have been the champ already. What a weird scenario. The division is in shambles. It's just wrecked. The division's just wrecked. But hopefully it rebounds eventually. It's just cursed. The John Jones curse is probably lingering over 205 for the rest of eternity. Sly Tendencies, thank you for becoming a member again. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate you, Joey. Your destruction of MMA holes made me chuckle, though. Good luck, man. I'm glad I could make you laugh. I'm glad I could give you a good laugh. I appreciate you watching the stream after the fact. Why we acting like Yan versus Magomed wasn't a good call. That was a clear draw. Magomed did not win. I never said that. I agreed with the draw. My girl broke up with me 2 weeks ago. Bucker. Hey, man. All I can say is, at least this chat has girls to break up with them. There's a lot of other MMA communities where it's just incels to get no girls ever. Never talk to a female. Don't know how to talk to a female. Never touched a female. And they just sit at home all weekend just hating. They hate women. They just hate women. They're like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it on stream, but they're the Elliot Rodgers of the MMA community. So just be happy you at least had a girl, you know? That's the way I see it. You'll find another one. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So at least you're not an incel. I'm saying this to everyone. If you're feeling down to train, it changed me. There you go. Twizzy Rich said go train. Need John Jones to lose his weight and come back to like. Imagine if he did that. Imagine we got John Jones versus Yuri. I know they're called incels, but I want it to be a little bit more descriptive. I just call them the Elliot Rodgers of the world. If you know, you know. Joey, are you watching the Superlek fight? Honestly, I don't really feel like it. I'm going to be honest, but I'll turn it on. I will turn it on if I can figure it out how to. I'm assuming it's on Amazon Prime. Live. I'll turn it on. Watch live. Let me pop out my chat real quick. I may not be exactly commentating, but I'll be watching it. So. All right. There we go. How to set up my thing. Would you rather watch a Pena-Pennington title fight or 25 minutes of Pena-Pennington title fight? Do you think Parker Porter can beat the rankings? Yes. I think he can get ranked. Is it crazy to think Jan would beat Jones? Yes. Nobody at 205 would beat Jones. I don't think so. Hot take, shaming men. I don't know what you mean. It's about to start on Prime Video. I have it up right now. We got the bald referee. The skinny Dana White. How many fights do you think John had left? How many fights do you think John has left? 1 or 2, max. Jan versus Alex for the vacancy 205. What a grease belt it is. What does that mean exactly? What a grease belt. I bet on the Dagestani undefeated guy and he got subbed. Well, that sucks for you, Brett Matt. That sucks for you, my friend. That's a pain. Jones would be a huge light heavyweight. Yeah, I doubt he ever goes back down. Marab versus Volk at featherweight. Who wins? Volk, for sure. Hadley versus Durden going to be good. I think Hadley washes him. Yeah, one is on. I'm watching it right now. Superlex seems to be winning right now without lands a big knee. Crazy how Crazy you know about Elliot. You from that area? No. I'm not. You can go back to some of my initial videos I mentioned him. Dude's a maniac. Of course I saw him. Dude's a maniac. He's like, these women they don't find me attractive. And I am going to make them pay for that. He posted like a video manifesto on YouTube. Dude's a clown. I wish I could have beat his ass before he did what he did. What a clown. Looks like Super Lex about to stop him with knees. Elliot versus Makhachev prediction. That's a tough fight to pick. I'd probably go Makhachev by out wrestling him, but Elliot's gritty. Elliot's gritty as hell. By the way, did you check out Mayhol's response to you, Lamau? They made a little YouTube short, left out all the funny burns. I did not see this, but I'll have to check that out at some point. A little short. What was it? What did he say? But they can respond all they want. Everything I said was straight facts, so we'll leave that we can leave that in the past. But feel free to fill me in. I'm not gonna go out of my way to discuss that tonight. But you can fill me in. Jones can't be considered the heavyweight GOAT with only 2 victories. I know what you mean. I agree. Super Lek is him. Why do people keep saying that? When is Izzy versus DDP? When is Conor coming back? When is Volk Ilya? When? Izzy DDP is September, early September, UFC 263. Conor is not going to come back until early 2024. And Volk versus Ilya would probably be in November or December. I would say probably December. So yo, I'm buying a new desk for when I revamp my setup and rearrange my room. Got the whole 9 yards. Just wondering if there's any large mouse pads you know of use. I use like a felt desk pad that's like, it has everything basically. It's just everything. So it's like, just search felt desk pad on Amazon, and that's kind of what I got. What have you bought so far? Well, I haven't seen you posting any videos, bro. You're too busy buying shit and not posting videos. You should be posting videos daily, at least one. But that's cool, man. Congratulations. I hope you get everything set up real nice. If you need any advice, just feel free to ask me in the Discord. I hate how infrequently Conor fights. His style is so entertaining. Money ruined him. Money definitely ruined him. Was just a clip of you saying I don't like talking bad about anyone, and then a screenshot of you tweeting at them. A screenshot of me tweeting at them? Well, we went through the screenshot last night. I mean, it was just some sarcasm jokes back and forth, but yeah. Okay, we get it. He used to hang out with dogs and an elf. Okay, cool. Coolio, bro. Elliot replied to Makhachev with a tweet kiss emoji. Okay. Joey, question about Umar. Is Umar being underestimated? Will you still be surprised if he wins? Are you high on him? I'm very high on Umar. I'm not sure if I'm high enough to pick him over Corey Sandhagen. So, yeah. I don't know. Can Marab beat Umar? Yes. Looks like Super Lek is just bullying this dude. Looks like he's just bullying this dude. I'm not seeing one on Prime. You got to click Live TV. I've been working right now. I'm going to be buying stuff soon. I got my brother's car first. I'll be begging. I'll be buying in around 20 days. I'll have a full setup, plus desk and all the good stuff in 4 months. We'll start recording some videos now, dude. We'll get a couple videos a week out. Looks like he's a lifetime member of the Tap Out T-shirts. Okay. The Corey Umar odds are crazy with Umar being like a negative 300 favorite. Well, go bet on Corey then, dude. I'm assuming that line will close up. I'm assuming that line will close up when it gets closer. That's way off. And I don't even know about odds that much. Is Izzy trash talk with Duplessis too far with those racist jokes? What are the racist jokes that have been made? I haven't heard any racist jokes. Understood, Jerry. Understand. I'm just saying. Could Joey, thanks for the heads up. I found it. There you go, Vince. Just help. These elbows are nasty. This dude's getting brutalized. Then he waves it off. Refs waves it off. What was that? He caught someone in the cage. Umar versus Sean O'Malley prediction. Umar by out-grappling him. Volk versus top 5 lightweights. Do you think he can beat all of them like Poirier, Gaethje? No. I don't. I do not. Wait, are you watching a fight card? I'm watching one, but I'm not really paying super close attention to it. Hi, Joey. Hi. Dude's face was mauled. Yeah, he was getting smacked around. He was getting smacked around, my friend. It was brutality. Did you see Izzy versus Hooker talk? Hooker's way too injured to even think about a fight, so that fight's not happening. Can you imagine if they asked Izzy to fight Yuri for the 205-pound vacant? That'd be awesome. Why don't they ever show the audience at one? I think those are just lights in the cloud. I think they lie about their attendance numbers. I think they're lying about their attendance numbers, to be honest. That's why. I'm not joking. I genuinely believe that Dricus will submit Izzy in 3 rounds. I don't think the fight will be that close, and Izzy will get mauled on the ground. Well, then you haven't watched Izzy versus... I mean, not Izzy. You haven't watched Dricus versus Brad Tavares. I literally think Izzy could out-grapple Dricus. People act like Dricus is some elite-level grappler. He has good jiu-jitsu, but the offensive takedown ability is not that good. I mean, dude doesn't even have, like, the proper technique in his takedowns. Go back and look at the takedown he got on Rob Whittaker. It was garbage. So I think anyone who's confident in Dricus winning is smoking a little bit too much crack or is just a kind of an Izzy hater. But I respect the opinion. I don't put it past him, but to be confident that, oh, he's going to go out there and submit, I just don't see the information for that. I didn't see it against Whittaker, and I don't see it. You know? The commentary's missing John McCarthy. I'm not even listening. Fiziev, unlike Turner, would finish Hooker badly. Well, dude, who knows anymore? After 290, I'm questioning the entire universe of MMA. To be honest. For me, I just can't... I went back and watched DDP's recent grappling, and to see the way he was trying to set up the lateral drops on Brad Tavares and just falling on his back, I think Izzy could take advantage of him. I think people are just sucking off his grappling, and they haven't even watched it. I think it's crazy. Just because he took down Robert Whittaker with the ugliest, head and arm throw. We all don't see it until... Yeah, DDP has proved me wrong. The way I see it, I'm just keep picking against him. Broken clock's right twice a day. I'm going to keep picking against him. Eventually, I'll be right. He's proven me wrong many of times, but we shall see if the streak continues. I gotta say, Joe, you were one of the least biased MMA YouTubers out there. I've seen literal hate pieces on fighters like Francis from other channels. Keep it up. Those people are just UFC shills, UFC dick suckers, Dana White sycophants, Zuffa zombies, WME zombies. Like I've seen people, being like, yeah, people were kind of saying in the chat last night, yeah, UFC needs to move UFC 294 to compete with Francis. Like, well, I don't understand. Why are you plotting on another man's downfall? Why are you watching another man's pockets? Why are you rooting for a multi-billion-dollar corporation over one single man? That's some clown shit. That's some poor people shit. That's some broke boy shit. So, and I also said this, and there's no way to quantify this, and there's going to be another Francis video I do eventually, and I'll talk about it briefly in the video. I also do, and I'm going to be the only person to say this, and this is going to piss people off too. I also believe there is like a racial component to it. It's like, yeah, we don't want to see this black man stand up to Dana White and his multi-billion-dollar corporation. If this was Conor McGregor doing the exact same thing, I think the reaction from the MMA community would be a whole lot different. And no one else will say that out loud. I'll say that out loud. I've mentioned it before. Eventually, I'll talk about it briefly in a video because it's impossible to really quantify and nail down. But I definitely believe there is a portion, I don't know what size portion, of those type of people that exist. You know, the NASCAR fans, as I like to call them. So, you think Merab can beat Volk? Absolutely not. The Holds video is dumb. He just shows the tweets you already talked about in detail. Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, at the end of the day, I buried him. I'm going to leave him in his grave. You know, I'm not going to kick a man while he's down. He's already done for. Herb Dean already waved it off. Dan Hardy yelled, "Stop the fight." So, yeah. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Xavier. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, people just want to kick Francis and hate on Francis and root against Francis and make up fantasy worlds against Francis for no reason. For no reason, I mean, other than to show support for a multi-billion-dollar corporation that'll be just fine without Francis. So they are begrudging a single man for a multi-billion-dollar corporation that does not know they exist and will never cut them a check. It's the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen in my entire life, the way fans have acted towards Francis, and then constantly regurgitate Dana White talking points about how, yeah, this and that, you know, oh, Francis is a gimmick and this and that. Like let the man be. Let the man live his life. I'm devastated he's not fighting John Jones too, but that's the UFC's fault, not Francis's. So leave the man alone. Let the man have his success. Let the man just continue to fumble his bag over and over and over again. You know what? I keep hearing Francis fumble the bag. Francis fucked that bag up. Okay? Francis, the fumble the bag line is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. People regurgitating that over and over and over again with no information. Oh yeah, we haven't heard any information on Francis over the past 2 weeks. Oh no, we got Chatri, who's known to be dishonest, and we got BKFC, who doesn't have any money, saying that Francis wants too much from them. Oh yeah, let's use that information to bury a man who hasn't came out and said a word yet. Fucking clowns, dude. I'll tell you, fucking clowns. Kevin Ioli's a bitch. Kevin Ioli's a lapdog for Dana White, and a lot of the MMA media is as well, and a lot of the MMA fans and content creators are all sycophants to the UFC. They're all sycophants to Dana and the UFC because they don't have a backbone. They don't have a backbone. They lack critical thinking, and all they do is hear what the UFC tells them, see what a lot of the rest of the MMA community is saying, which is then basically controlled by Dana, and then they're like, yeah, that must be right. They don't look into anything themselves. That's why I'm telling you right now, guys, I've talked about this plenty of times before. When I didn't have my channel, when I saw shit go let down like this, it would infuriate me, and I'm like, damn it, I wish I had a YouTube channel right now. And I can't say how much frustration I would have had I not had a YouTube channel, because even though I only have a small audience, to be able to put out the actual facts and give fact-based analysis on the Francis Ngannou situation and cover it for 6, 7, 8 months and just be so correct and just be so accurate and just be so spot on, oh, it gives me so much joy. It gives me so much joy because these people are clowns. These people are bitches. These people, you know, won't even accept when they're wrong because they just continue to move the goalposts. These people are nonsensical. These people lack critical thinking. These people don't have a brain. And these people blindly follow Dana White and the UFC and regurgitate anything that he says. And it's embarrassing. It's sad. You know, it's a referendum on the intelligence of the MMA community as a whole. But I'm not going to be part of that. And I'm doing what I can to spread the word. There's people who maybe watch my videos who wouldn't have understood what was going on with the Francis Ngannou situation, but now they do because they've heard me discuss it in detail, break it down in an easy to understand way. So if I did that for you, I couldn't be happier. I don't need any money. I don't need any this, any that. I don't care. If I could break a few people from that chain cycle of just regurgitating UFC propaganda, my job is done. My job is done here. I'm absolutely happy. So, yeah. Xavier, thank you again for the $10 dono, my friend. First super chat from Xavier. I appreciate it, man. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. M.A. Joey's the GOAT. Honest man with no agenda. You said it, not me. I'll take your kind words. I'm not going to claim to be that, but I appreciate you. I don't root against him, but Joey is a massive diva. He won it. He simply wanted to box. He asked for all the extra things knowing the UFC would not approve them. You can say whatever you want. He asked for things that he won it. The UFC was unwilling to give them to him, so then he went elsewhere and got them. How can you hate on a man for that? That doesn't make any sense to me. How could you hate on somebody for that? That's like saying, oh, I walked into the store to pick up some milk. They wouldn't sell me any milk, so I went to another store and bought milk. And got exactly what I wanted. Well, who gives a fuck? He went and got what he wanted. How are you going to root against another man just getting what he wants? That's it. Paul Felder already said that 3 times. Said what? Joe, how do you see Poirier, Gaethje playing out? Do you think plus Dustin? I think Dustin mixes in the wrestling because Dustin knows that Poirier or that Gaethje has no jiu-jitsu. So, did you see Dana White saying he doesn't want to comment on Fury and Ngannou? Kevin Iole was sucking the skin off Dana. When did Dana say that? I did not see that. 100% racial element in MMA, especially in the last 10 years. Eventually, I'm going to make another Francis video. But, yeah, there definitely is. And nobody else will say that. I don't disagree with you. I don't want to act like I don't know what this is. I do think there's over here hating black fighters. Not the race is the main favor, but it adds to it. Main factor, I think, is what you're saying. The thing, here's the way I see it. Look, here's the way I see it. I can't say there's specific evidence for this or that. I just know if it was Conor McGregor, it wouldn't be the same at all. It wouldn't. The coverage from the fans wouldn't be the same at all. Honestly, I would not say Dana White talking point. I would call them guru talking points. I'm not sure. Fumble the bag. I really hate this saying. Any point MMA gurus say, they all agree with him in the community. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying, but I guess what is he part of the anti-Francis thing? It's crazy you can't look at the facts and just give a unbiased opinion on it. It is kind of hilarious to see channels will kind of walk it back after he got the Fury fight. Well, they said he wasn't going to get a big contract to begin with. He got a big contract with PFL, and then it was like, oh, well, he's not getting the boxing match. Oh, he's not going to be fighting in the UFC. He's not going to sell any pay-per-views, blah, 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 blah. I want to make a video just debunking the common lines that people say about Francis Ngannou. But yeah, I can imagine there's a lot of people that ate their words on that one. Not me. Couldn't be me. Because I look at evidence, and that's how I formulate my opinion. The only thing I don't like from the side of Francis is saying it isn't all about money, just about respect, and he has benevolent objective. I want to see how the undercard boxers versus Fury gets paid. Of course, there's a financial aspect to it, but at the end of the day, he asked for certain things. The UFC was unwilling to budge, and the UFC disrespected him by icing him while he was trying to fight out his deal. So I think for him, it was just about principle. So I was thrilled for Francis. He was trying to help all the fighters. He has helped all the fighters on the UFC roster for sure. Most mentally unstable fighter, Tony Ferguson. Quote from Francis that made me rethink, celebrate my birthday. In the salt mines, there is no cake. Fair enough. Do you think Rosas Jr. can smash Patty's face to crumbs? No. Patty would be too big for Rosas. Why is Joey anti-NASCAR fans? I'm not anti-NASCAR fans. I just think, it's funny. It's just kind of fun to make fun of NASCAR fans. Just because their cars drive in a circle. But I'm sure NASCAR fans probably make fun of people who watch MMA. Or some of them do. So I'm just having a good laugh for no reason. I'm a big NASCAR fan myself. Do you think interim belt should... Matter of fact... I'm allowed to make fun of the NASCAR community. Look what I got right here, buddy. Look at that. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Dale. Rest in peace, Dale. Rest in peace, Dale. Rest in peace. So I can say whatever I want about NASCAR fans, okay? I'm in the group. I got that sitting by me. That's my little, that's my family heirloom. I can't wait to pass that down to my kids. Why do you worship Ball? I don't even know who that is. Why do I worship Ball? I don't know what that is. So, I don't know. Joey wants Francis BBC because he defends him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if he can give me his BBC. Yeah, after he finishes off with your mother. And Ngannou did the most alpha thing ever, which is to not accept the first deal offered to him. Exactly. Having a non-black person speak on the weird race crap in MMA would be awesome. It's sad. Please do it. I mean, it's just a part of it. People just complain anytime you bring that type of stuff up, but you see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it's the Izzy saying weird shit about race. A lot of people don't like Ngannou now because they want to see him fight the best and the worst. They want to see him fight the best. Well, then yell at the UFC. He tried to fight Jon Jones for 3 years. He tried to fight Jon Jones for 3 long years. And it wasn't able to happen. So Dana White and the UFC didn't make it happen. So take it up with Dana. Start criticizing Dana. Joey, how do you see Poirier Gaethje playing out? Do you think Dustin wrestles him? I think Dustin mixes in the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu to win. I really have no idea racism what you are talking about. Other few MMA channels, people make fun of McGregor way more than anything else. So what the F are you talking about? I'm saying there's definitely would be shit. But I'm saying, and as a whole, the MMA community would be far more supportive of McGregor attempting to get a contract elsewhere. So people have grown their own reasons to dislike athletes, like why LeBron left Cleveland to Miami. Who the F are you to decide who we should like and dislike? I didn't say you should decide who you like or dislike. I don't care if you like or dislike anyone. So you're taking it the wrong way. Thank you for your great content and unbiased opinions. I used to watch Guru, but his content, anti-Muslim rhetoric made it hard to stomach. I can't really speak to that. I don't know. Next Saturday is my birthday. I wish it was 291 or London pay-per-view. As much as y'all don't like Colby, I've been rocking with him since day one, and I want him to become champ on my birthday. That is the most embarrassing thing anybody's ever said in my chat, Jerry. I really want Colby to win the belt on my birthday. Exactly. It was about principle, and it's a good thing he did, to be honest, because Dana has only become more exploitive of fighters. Agreed. I remember when Francis beat Stipe and Jon Jones tweeted, "Show me the money." Yeah, and Dana shit all over him and said, yeah, he didn't want it and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, Izzy was out of pocket too. Izzy's a weirdo. Francis was just asking for ludicrous stuff. Of course, the UFC wasn't going to make that fight. Yeah, but I guess they tried to make it after he left with Jon Jones to be petty. So, yeah, they weren't going to make that. He was just asking for ludicrous stuff. Well, if it's so ludicrous, then why did he get it elsewhere? I don't understand. How do you have a problem? I have no problem with the UFC not saying they okay, if they don't want to do it, that's not in their business model. Fine. Let the guy fight out his contract. You guys signed a legally binding agreement. You guys are both fulfilling your side of the legally binding agreement. And then let him go on and do what else he wants. If he gets what he wants, that's fine. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Let's move on. Wasn't able to happen because Chicken Ngannou left the organization. Yeah, he tried to fight Jon Jones for 3 years, dude. Francis was asking, okay, read that. Is literally 100% anti-Francis. Now he's saying the only way Francis wins the battle is if he beats Fury. Yeah, now people are going to say, yeah, if he gets slaughtered by Fury, it's meaningless. Or what? It's always going to be, if he beats Fury and then wrecks like 3 people in PFL and starts making $50 million a fight, and then he comes back to the UFC to fight Jon Jones, who's on a 6-fight winning streak, they'll say, oh, he came crawling back. You know, no matter what Francis does, he could literally become Bill Gates rich and buy the UFC and fire Dana White and steal his wife, and people will still be saying, yeah, but I think Francis still lost in the long run. MMA community is definitely the worst in any sport. Maybe, I don't know about that. We all heard what you said, and it's true. People will straw man your argument. There you go. Joey has a bias against Colby. I don't have any bias against Colby. You're an idiot if you think that. I just think Colby is cringy and corny. No different than the way I feel about Adesanya or plenty of other guys. You're the only channel I've given money to. You're unbiased and fact-based. Thank you, Xavier. I appreciate your support, man. That's what I try to do. Look, I'm just going to cover how I see it. And people can like it. They can hate it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paid by anyone. You know, I'm independent MMA media. I'm funded by you guys. So there's nobody here to fire me for saying what I want to say. There's nobody here to reprimand me for saying what I want to say. And I'm just going to continue to say what I believe. I'm not going to hide and lie about certain things that other people are too pussy to mention. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, unsubscribe, never watch again. Fine by me. Don't care. I got plenty of money. I'll be just fine. I got a good family. I'll be just fine without one person subscribing to my YouTube channel. So that's it. I'm always going to say what I think. I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not. And some people like it. Some people hate it. Good for them. They can go watch something else. Instigator got knocked the F out. Okay. Joey, this is really my first time watching a live stream. Who's your favorite fighter? If I had to pick out one current fighter and call him my favorite, probably Charles Oliveira. Rather give Volk a race, fair enough. Dana White punch in air right now, probably. Here's the scenario. Let's say Conor refused to fight Khabib to get his belt back unless he got paid some ludicrous amount of money. So he left and joined a new promotion. Would the outrage be similar? It would be similar, but it'd be lobbied at the UFC and not Conor. You know, or a lot less would be at Conor. I mean, look at the way look what Conor's doing right now. What Conor is doing right now is absolutely egregious, and he's getting less heat than Francis Ngannou's getting, which isn't even in the same universe in terms of annoyance to the MMA community. Francis was begging for the Jon Jones fight for literally 3 years. Was begging for it before he even beat Stipe. So, and you don't have to take my word for it. You can take your Dana White's word for it. He tried to fight Jon Jones for 3 years. So Jones was supposed to fight a dude at least 30 pounds heavier than him on the fight. No, when Jon Jones said he was going up to heavyweight. So you can only take him at his word. You know, Jon Jones says, I'm going up to heavyweight. And he said, okay, well, then I want to fight Jon Jones. Should Jon Jones fight for the light heavyweight belt to be double champion? No, he's not going to be able to get cut back down. Colby just comes across as unnatural and forced when he trash talks. What made Conor great back in the day was it came out naturally. I agree 100%. What I find funny is I literally put Colby Covington and Israel Adesanya in the same boat in terms of their trash talk. Corny, cringy, don't like to hear it. Makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable for them, secondhand embarrassment for them. And you notice the same set of fans love Colby and hate Adesanya. I wonder if you can spot the difference. I can't. I don't know what the difference would be. I don't know. I can't think of what the difference would be there. So maybe some of you guys can figure it out for me. Because I put them in the same boat. And you can watch any of my streams since the very beginning of time. I've never taken anything down off the channel. My opinions have always stayed consistent on this type of stuff. So people can say I'm a hater of a certain guy and I'm biased towards another guy. It's just never ending. You're never going to win those arguments. 11K by next Saturday. What are we at now? I don't even know. We are at 10,824. Boys. Yeah, if you guys can like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, I would greatly appreciate it. Bro, when you mentioned the Herman Miller chair, it made me laugh so hard. I'm glad you enjoyed the Herman Miller chair remark. This chair is good, man. This chair is real good. I love it. I absolutely love this Herman Miller chair. It's so comfortable. It was a Dana White interview with TMZ. Francis Manor said Dana sent Fury an embarrassing contract. It's not even a quarter of what Francis is making. Dana rich, low-balling fighters. Doesn't surprise me, dude. Does not surprise me. Joe, did you like doing the collab with Lucas? I like his channel, but some of his takes are ridiculous. I enjoyed doing it. He seems like a nice guy. I do think he's a little bit crazy with his takes, but I know why he's doing it. It's kind of like a thing, to garner attention, and it does garner attention. So, in that regards, it's kind of smart. But the only thing I wasn't happy with, and I don't know whose fault this is, if it's my fault, his fault, whose fault, I wanted to hear some of those ridiculous takes, and it just didn't happen on that stream. So when I stream with him, he seemed like reasonable. I can't say I have anything bad to say about him. It's been nothing but nice to me. Seems like he knows the sport. I've heard people say he's a casual. I don't think he's a casual. At least not. If I talked to him and I thought he was a casual, I would call him a casual right then and there, which I think is actually kind of a corny insult. But if it's true, it's true. But, you know, he gets a lot of heat because he does super confident kind of hot takes. And sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. That's not my style, but everyone's going to have their own objectives, you know. Everyone's trying to build, you know, can attempt to build a different, you know, type of MMA community. But I got a lot of positive feedback for it. So, I mean, it was just cool to talk to someone, I guess. Talk to someone about MMA. You know, it's kind of weird in a weird way because I'm just here in the room talking MMA to basically a screen and a camera and a microphone. So it was interesting. It's not something I would do all the time. I'm not big on collabs in general. But if someone hits me up, he hit me up. You know, he's always been nice to me. He supports my channel. He watches my channel. And he's never, you know, been anything but nice to me and said nice things to me. So I had an okay time. It was a pretty good time. 10 out of 10. Izzy's takedown defense relies on opponents' ineffective grappling, like not taking away post hands while he's on all fours. So I would stay down, but Dricus has shown otherwise in the Darren Till fight. Okay. And Darren Till has the worst grappling known to man. And Darren Till even took DDP down. You think Blood Diamond will ever live up to the hype? No. UFC 293 is looking stacked. Is there really? There's not really a lot announced yet, is there? Zaglos finally got cut. I expected him to. Colby gets Joshua Fabia to write his jokes probably. I agree. 100% agree. They aren't the same fighter. Do you think Colby would be one of the most inactive champions of all time? 100%. 150%. He's going to call out like Nick Diaz. Let me go down here. Slide Tendencies, thank you for the $5 super chat. If you're a fan of MMA, how the hell could you be a fan of Colby? You're telling me his 5-round snoozers pump you up. He's totally inauthentic as well. My question is, how could you be a fan of Colby because he doesn't fight? You know, how could you be a fan of someone who literally does not fight? You know, people shit on Francis. Oh, Francis only fought once a year when the UFC was icing him, and he's coming out publicly and begging for fights. He wants to fulfill his contract. He's begging for fights left and right. Going out publicly saying, I want to fight on this date. UFC won't give me a fight. On record, Dana White saying, oh yeah, Francis never leaves me alone. He keeps trying to fight and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, Colby just hides in witness protection and prays to get an undeserved title shot. And people, one side people love one side and hate the other. You tell me the difference. So, yeah, but thank you for the $5, Sly. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Go watch where he thought Whitaker would walk through Dricus. That's fair. I mean, go ahead. You can go watch where I thought Derek Brunson would walk through him, too. You can go watch where I thought Darren Till would beat him as well. So, you put them in the same boat doesn't mean they're factually on the same boat. Well, you know what? Oh, my... Is this a channel where I give my opinion? Or is this a channel where you give your opinion, huh? So, in my opinion, like I said, they're in the same boat, very similar, and one side hates one side, or a group of people will hate one side and love the other. So, you know, why don't you start your own channel and make videos about it? MMA Joey don't know, expose their bias will affect their channel. I almost pissed myself laughing when someone said stop the fight. I actually went back and read the chat because I wasn't reading the chat when I was going off. I missed a lot of the chat. The difference is Colby isn't always ridiculous. Okay. Sometimes spot on, be purposely ridiculous, not obviously so Izzy. All right. Colby is a character. He literally turned heel because he wanted to be kicked. Nobody's ever supported that. Joe Rogan just said that one day. It's never 100% been supported. There's a difference between Colby and Izzy fans is although Izzy can be cringe to some, he's actually being himself, where Colby's assuming a character. He's not actually that guy. Yeah, plus if you look at fight styles, I think, you know, it's, you know, factually true to say. I mean, you could make an argument, I guess, the other way, but Izzy's way more exciting. Overall, I would say. But I think they're both exciting, so I really can't even say that too much. Joey, I was pumped when Colby dry humped RDA for 5 rounds. Yeah, I really love the Jorge Masvidal fight. I really enjoyed it with the other 350,000 people that purchased it. Are the UFC trying to ice Chimaev? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Chimaev's having visa issues because he's hanging out with the Chechen warlord. Joe, if you get a fight wrong, you're a hypocrite. Not me. I've never been wrong. Exactly. 603 New Hampshire back in this beach. Do you think Jeff Neal can beat Ian Gary? 100%. Is Jalton Almeida all hype, or do you think he can be champ when John Jones vacate? I think he can become champ. That was me who said stop the fight. Joey, if Aljo doesn't sub O'Malley in the first round, how do you see the fight going? Aljo just dominated him in the grappling. Check the cord. Okay. What the? Yeah, that's so weird, Jerry, but okay. That's some incel behavior. I'm sure Izzy plays a character. Yeah, I mean, Izzy's literally just trying to sell pay-per-views. You know, I think part of that is him, but either way, the way I see it is, I don't care if they're playing a character or not. They're both cringy and corny and annoying. Who would you favor in Neal versus Gary? Early prediction, I got to go Jeff Neal, but I may switch to Gary. This is my take. I think Colby's pretty boring recently. How can you say Colby's boring recently? We haven't seen him fight. So you can't even say he's boring. When's the last time he fought? It's been well over a year, dude. It's been almost a year and a half since Colby last fought. When Colby does something, it's character. When Strickland does something, he is joking. When Izzy does something, he's a horrible person. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Joey, could you tell me how to get in the Discord? You got to become a member of the channel. Got to become a member of the channel. So, that's the way to do it. That is the best way to do it. Izzy wants DDP to be the bad guy. What's funny is everyone's just falling right into Izzy's trap. He's just falling right into Izzy's trap. You know, him with DDP, maybe he's taking it a little bit personal, but he's doing the same thing he did for years. And he's like, yeah, Jared Cannonier is the dark horse of the division. He's just finding an angle to promote the fight, dude. And maybe it's mixed in with a bit of truth in his personality. But yeah. When calling out the community for being biased, won't that affect your channel? I don't know and I don't care. I'm just saying how I feel and I'm saying what I think, and people can like it, they can hate it. I don't give a fuck. Izzy versus DDP is about 50-50 predictions on Tapology. I think a lot of people are going to hate pick DDP. I think a lot of people is going to hate pick DDP. So we'll see what happens. Colby is Trump's favorite fighter. Words out of Trump's mouth. Dana kissing his ass, giving Colby a title shot. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Not to dig this up, but a certain channel having 60,000 plus sub and 100 viewers. Always wondered about that. What you call that? What I like to call that is a channel on life support. You know. That's a channel on life support. Thank you for the $5 Australian. That Indian dude. As a channel on... You know what? Patty, I was looking at the live chat. I went back and watched the live chat from yesterday. And you were like, deity, question mark. That means like godlike figure. You know, to worship someone like a godlike figure. So a lot of the MMA community look at Dana White as a deity. But thank you for the $5, Indian dude. I appreciate you. Saw MMA Joey was live streaming, so I galloped on over like CM Punk. What do you mean hate pick Dricus? I mean, they hate Adesanya so much they convince themselves they're going to pick Dricus, and they don't actually believe it is what I mean. 1 foot in the grave and another on a banana peel. Yet there's some of these channels out there that got 1 foot in the grave and another on a banana peel. We're not going to name any names. Val Woodburn, next middleweight champ. Yeah, dude's an absolute unit. What is up, Billy? What's going on, my friend? I'm happy to see you guys. It's a great day to be alive. Every day you wake up is a good day. How does Izzy versus DDP go in your opinion? First round KO, Israel Adesanya. First or second round KO, Israel Adesanya. I mean, go back and watch Izzy versus Costa. And watch Costa try to put the pressure on Izzy. And watch what Izzy does to him. Watch what Izzy systematically picks him apart. I think it's almost impossible for DDP to get it done. But he's proven me wrong. And he has a will to win, and he has an unbelievable heart. So, just ordered some. You ordered what? The news last night, guaranteed fight news tomorrow, I think. I think you're right on that one. Remember Epic Mealtime? They have millions of subs, but no views. No, I've never heard of them. Billy just ordered some Papa John's. Putting that Tapology Championship money to work. Ha ha ha, he's picking Izzy against Streakus. Dude thinks Costa is same level as DDP. Now, I don't think they're the same level. I think Costa's better. I think Costa's better than DDP. But jump on the bandwagon. We'll see who's right. Luckily, we only got 2 months to wait. We only got 2 months to wait. What's up, Joey? Just got done feeding my dogs. Does Robert do poorly when his opponents try to lead the pace? It seems like it. I used to think Izzy was cool, but recently he's tripping and saying if you're white born and raised in Africa, you aren't African. He's mixing up ethnicity and nationality. I think it's all so dumb. It's all so dumb. It's just the dumbest narrative ever. Izzy usually rises to the level of competition. Izzy is good under pressure. That is very true. Very good under pressure. Yeah, I picked Holly Holm. UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis. Rank from worst to best, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut. They're all literal garbage. So, all of them are in last place. All of them are in last place, boys. So, yeah. The best thing about the Izzy Dricus fight is we don't have to wait long. We don't have to wait long. My guess is that might be announced tomorrow, boys. That might be announced tomorrow. Which is going to be really good. Really solid, boys. What's up, Adam? Thank you for the 11 months of membership. Gang. I hope you're doing well, Adam. Rank from worst to best, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut. If I had to go one, I'd probably do that, but I don't know. I haven't had any of those for a long while. I think the most recent I've had was Pizza Hut. The old Pizza Hut 30 years ago. Okay. Everyone's saying Izzy looks worse in the rivalry, saying DDP isn't real African, but forget DDP literally said it first. I know. It's just a double standard, but it's just so dumb for both of them even to pull that shit. It's just stupid in general, you know? But that's the narrative they're going with. But it'll all be over soon. They're fighting in 2 months, hopefully. It'll end after that night. They'll hug it out. They'll be like, oh, my African brother. I love you. They'll hug it out. Great fight. I knocked you out in the first round or second round. You know, whichever way it goes. And they'll be all good. Dricus gave a definition of African, and Izzy and Usman gave another one. Why are people crying? I don't know. There's no reason to even discuss this whole time the real African topic. I regret making my YouTube video. It's such a corny situation. Yeah, but, I mean, you shouldn't regret covering it. It's just dumb, dude. It's just dumb. Izzy's clearly an African. Kamaru's clearly an African. Francis Ngannou's clearly an African. And guess what? Dricus du Plessis is clearly an African. You know, I just think it seems like people are unanimously on DDP's side, but he's at fault too. I mean, there's no doubt he's at fault too. So, DDP's context for real African champ was saying train, fight. But, dude, come on, read between the lines. He was literally saying those dudes are fake Africans. That's what he was saying. He said those dudes are fake Africans. They didn't grow up here. They didn't live their whole lives here. They're fake Africans. That's what he was saying, dude. Let's be honest here about the situation, okay? I don't think he meant it, like, in an extreme way. But he was just saying, look, I live here. You know, I'm going to be the first. You know, it's just, he wanted to elevate an accomplishment that he's been looking forward to. And in a way, he kind of tried to delegitimize others. And it's just embarrassing in general. It's just a stupid narrative. So, they don't breathe African air. Well, they did at one point in time. Is he so cringe? Can't wait till he loses the title. I wonder when it's going to happen. It's bound to happen eventually. Maybe Dricus is the guy to pull it off. I understand why he's upset about it. Yeah, I get it. Off topic, but you know anything about CDLs? I'm thinking about going to school for one. One of my buddies has a CDL license, but I don't really know too much about it. What specifically you want to know about it? I'll have to ask him. I just know basically it requires you wearing a CB headset at all times. You don't see a truck driver without a CB headset on, all right? They're the same guys that watch NASCAR and hate Israel Adesanya. They're on their CB radios. You think Bass has a chance? Went to school with him, really rooting for him. Who's Bass? Edward wanted to be the first champ out of UK. Bisping didn't explode over it. Okay. But Edwards wasn't fighting Bisping for the title. Dude, Jack, I really don't care, but you can feel free to sign that. I don't care, really. It doesn't really matter to me. I kicked dirt on their grave yesterday. Rest in peace. CB headset, Trump hat, and some nice chewing tobacco. Yeah. Dale Earnhardt t-shirt. Joey, all jokes aside, do you actually watch NASCAR? I dabble a little bit. I like to watch a good left-hand turn every now and again. Same people are mad. Dricus being the first African champ, having no problem calling Edwards the first English champ. I don't know if I've seen anyone calling him. Oh yeah, Leon Edwards the first English champ. I'm pretty sure they said that about Bisping when he won his title. So maybe some people are saying it, but either way, okay. Leon never called himself the real Englishman or the first British champ. There you go. I don't know. I don't follow every statement every person has ever made in the UFC. So, Joe, do you watch baseball? On a rare occasion. I agree, but how is it different than Leon saying he's the first UK champ because Bisping trained in US, Moreno being hailed as first Mexican champ, but then there's Kane, but no implied subtext to DDP? I would have to know the exact statements that were made, dude. And either way, it's all dumb. I never heard Brandon Moreno imply that Kane was a fake Mexican. I never heard Leon imply that Bisping was a fake Englishman. When you going to do a house tour? I've posted one on Discord before. You know. Some of us aren't just making ends meet, all right? Some of us aren't just making ends meet and about to lose our house because of our failing YouTube channel. Leon called Bisping first English champion. There you go. He said first champ out of the UK, just like Dricus said he wanted to be the first champ out of Africa. Said he wanted to be the first real champ out of Africa. Was talking about Bazil Hafez. What did you even say again? I don't remember what you said. Oh, has a chance? From what I've seen, he's kind of gritty and durable, but no. Jack Della Maddalena is going to smash him. Was there ever a fight that made you wonder why you watch MMA? Oh, there's been plenty. There's been plenty. So, off the top of my head, Juliana Miller's last fight. There's quite a few. MMA Joey greater than MMA Guru. Well, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words. You said it, not me. I appreciate it. Does Jalton smash Curtis Blades to bits? I don't know. I'm going to say I'm going to say Jalton finds a way to submit him. No one's denying that. Whether he said real or not, we know what he meant. Who are you talking? I don't even know who we're talking about anymore. Who wins, Tassuro Taira or Muhammad Makhachev? I'll say Makhachev wins. I think Makhachev wins. Curtis retires if he loses. Clearly, it's important to show DDP, to show people you don't need to move out of Africa to win. He was fighting out of Africa regional promotion. Oh, so it was important for him to show. Okay, well, why didn't he show it then? Why did he need to say, oh, I need to be the first real African? Dude, it's just corny. Stop defending it. It doesn't matter. They're all cornballs. It's fucking stupid. It's just a fucking stupid narrative that everyone should just shut up about. I don't understand why everyone's giving it so much attention. Like, you guys are buying wolf tickets. You do realize that. This is just a stupid narrative to sell pay-per-views. Joe, I was watching the last UFC card with my dad, and the first time I was watching MMA, and he said a lot of fights were stopped late. What do you think? Which fights were stopped late? I don't remember. Remind me, and I'll give you my opinion on which fights. Joey's definitely the most honest MMA YouTuber. Being a NASCAR fan would give more views, but he has self-respect. There you go. The Whitaker and Yair Rodriguez's stoppages, I remember. I thought both of them were fine. I thought both of them were fine stoppages. Maybe hair, but nah, I think they were good. What's crazy is a lot of the final shots from Rodriguez didn't even land on Whitaker. Whitaker quit in that fight. After he got hurt with that jab, he was done. The other real problem is DDP said the belt never came back to Africa, even though all those 3 African champs brought it back. Exactly. Dude, it's just cornball shit. It's just cornball shit. It's corny as hell. If DDP loved Africa, he would never discredit Africa or leave West or leave on the West and imply they're fake. Yeah, I mean, exactly. And you don't know, what circumstances were going on, when they moved or why they decided to, or like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. If I was Adesanya, I believe it doesn't matter if you think you're going to be the first real African champ or not, because you're never going to get a hold of a belt unless you change weight classes. That's what I would say. Francis Ngannou leaves part-time in Africa. Okay, did not know that. I don't really care. If I want to go win and claim that I'm an African champ, I want to represent Africa, it's fine. I don't care. Anybody can represent anywhere they want. My bad if you already talked about this, but what do you think happens with the light heavyweight title? I don't know. It depends if Yuri's coming back. We did talk about this earlier. Depends if Yuri's coming back or not. I don't know. I'm 50-50. I think they might make Jan versus Pereira for the belt. But that would have to be 5 rounds. And I don't know if they're going to want to change it to 5 rounds. They have done it before. So it's still very possible. But ideal scenario, they should do either Yuri versus Magomed Ankalaev for the vacant belt, or do the winner of Jan versus Pereira against Yuri in December for the vacant belt. But I don't think they want to keep the belt that vacant that long. But honestly, you could throw Nikita Krylov into the situation as well. How dare you insult Joe Rogan? He's motivational. Joe Rogan's a clown. Whitaker should definitely move down to welterweight. Agreed. Taking the belt back for a victory parade really doesn't mean the same thing at bringing it. But yeah, it doesn't mean anything because, dude, it's just a piece of shit gold. It's a promotional tool. That's all it is. The belt means absolutely nothing other than a promotional tool. Does not matter that much. Calm down, dude. I thought they were fine stoppages too, but my dad said they were finished already, and I agree. Robert kind of was just on his knees. Yeah, Whitaker quit in that one. We don't know if the fight is happening in Sydney. I think it will. Joey, I don't think Yuri's coming back till the end or beginning of next year. Yeah, we'll have to find out. We'll find out soon. Personally, I hope it's Jan versus Alex because Yuri won't be ready until late. We don't know that. Did you see Brendan Schaub saying he knocked out Islam? Yeah, we've joked about it on the channel. I don't think they will make Jan versus Pereira for the belt. That would mean Dustin versus Justin won't be able to headline. Yeah, we'll see what they do. They could just leave it as a co-main, but that'd be extra corny. Usman just responded to Dricus. He never said anything racial, and Usman Dricus called him a fake African. I mean, sure, yeah. I understand responding. Opinions on James Lynch. He's a nice guy. Sometimes at his detriment. I can't believe Krylov is still relevant, and he's crazy. He's doing good. Yeah, Krylov is having a career resurgence, and people don't even realize it right now. He's having a career resurgence, and people don't even realize it, boys. People don't even realize it, which is wild to me. Let me take a look at something real quick. Joe Rogan has the same takes every time. Joe Rogan just sticks on a narrative and just continues to just harp on it no matter what he sees with his own eyes. Whitaker quit. Whitaker didn't quit. Dricus broke him. Same thing. Dricus broke him, and Whitaker quit. Whitaker quit. I mean, Whitaker got hurt with a jab, and then he just basically quit after that. He wanted the fight to be stopped. Go over back and rewatch it. After Dricus swarms him up against the fence, he lands a good body shot and a big right hand. After that, he doesn't land almost anything. And Whitaker just doesn't move. He just curls him in the ball and prays the ref stops it. And I'm not saying he's a bitch or anything for that. That's not what I'm implying there. I'm just saying he didn't want to be in that fight. After that jab, he was hurt badly, didn't want to be there. After that jab, he was done for. Did you see they re-signed Reese McKee? Yeah, I'll never forget him getting mauled by Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah, the body shot hurt him, and then there was a massive right hand right around the guard up against the fence. Who would you rather listen to in a long drive, Arrow or Luke? Neither. Neither. If I had to pick one, probably Luke, but honestly, I don't want to listen to either. Never thought I agree with you with that take of Whitaker quitting. What a year. Dude, I'm telling you, when I rewatched it after the jab, he was just done for. Joe, if I were ever to get a tramp stamp, I would tattoo, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Yeah, there's a guy I used to work with that used to always say that. No matter what somebody asked me, let me take a look. Let me take a look. So, it was a dominant hand jab, too. Hey, man, fair enough. Fair play to Dricus. He landed it. But I'm not... You guys are... I don't even understand what you're trying to say. I agree. Beating Whitaker, in my opinion, was enough to sell Izzy versus DDP. This real African narrative is so unnecessary. Yep, I agree. Joe, why do you think Costa's being so difficult to even book a fight? It looks like he might actually fight Ikram. He's been posting videos training and shit. The sad part is the jab didn't even connect to completion. I didn't notice that. Did it only land like halfway? Man, I still don't know how people take Schaub seriously. I don't know. There's a lot of clowns online that get a lot of attention. Maybe I'm one of them. I don't know. Joe, what's one MMA conspiracy theory you believe in? I don't even know if this is a conspiracy that even other people say. I'll tell you this, though. Conor McGregor versus Diego Brandao look rigged. It looks like Brandao was paid to take a dive. Joe, you re-rooting for Ikram, right? Of course we're rooting for Ikram. How much will DDP and Izzy sell? I don't know. I consider Izzy a really big draw. Not Conor McGregor level. But DDP's win over Whitaker really helped sell the fight. I could see it doing close to $1 million. I would say 800 to $1 million. It might even crack $1 million maybe. If they build the card right, which I think they will, stack it. I was going to pick Dricus, but didn't want to lose the tap competition. Look where we are now. Billy, hold that belt tight. Please don't back up because I'm coming. I'm coming all night long. Yeah, just so you guys know, I know it's a couple weeks away, but whenever you guys want to, if you want to be a part of the 291 competition, you can send it on PayPal whenever you want. You know, I'm just going to make a list. I'll probably formally tell you guys in the Discord like next week, maybe late next week. Because what? This week is, let's see, tomorrow is officially... So we're 2 weeks away right now. Yeah, so that's what we'll probably do. I'll probably, like early next week, I'll mention it in the Discord. But whenever you guys want to, if you want to be in the 291 competition, whenever I mean, we're going to make the cutoff date the Friday before the thing. But just in case you want to be on. Izzy's draw, but Colby's, he's not a Colby level draw. Yeah, he's not a Colby level draw because if he was, he'd be selling half the pay-per-views or less than half the pay-per-views he's currently selling. JDM versus Shavkat, who do you got? I got to go Shavkat. Nico Price is just that bad. He has a horrible chin. Yeah. Conor versus Colby looked rigged. Dude, Conor versus Cowboy looked rigged. Dude, Cowboy just didn't show up. It'll do 700K best at best. They don't have time to stack the card. They may. They got a big contract with the Australian government. I'm coming for Billy's head. He took everything I worked for. Dude, Andy got did dirty. Nico Price dropped like Betty Spaghetti. I'm not even sure what that means, but that sounds funny. In my opinion, McGregor Poirier 1 knockout always seemed weird. It did as well. Yeah, because I already had to think about. I already was thinking about the Bordago Brandao fight, and then I seen the Dustin Poirier fight, and I'm like, that looks questionable as well, but not as questionable. Andy, watch your back as well. Winner fighting for the 205 belt. We'll see. They haven't announced anything yet. You are very candidly realistic view about your stuff. Very true that a belt is literally a piece of metal, and also true that DDP and Izzy are both cornballs. Pretty insightful. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but yes, that's all accurate. I agree. That's what I've been saying. So yeah, I mean it's they're both cornballs for it. It's stupid. It doesn't get my panties in a wad, but the MMA community, one way or another, it's either people screaming anti-white racism or it's people who never care about racism at all now saying Izzy and his racism is the worst thing I've ever seen because he said the N-word. Oh my God, a black man said the N-word on the UFC broadcast. What are we ever going to do? Call the fire department quick. Yeah, so you get the point. It's just cornball central. And the fan base is just eating it up. Fan base is eating it up. They're clowns for it. I want that tap belt logo next to my Discord name bad. I got nothing to lose. I hope you can afford it, Jack. I hope you can afford to join. Yeah, Joe, I don't think you care about it. Yeah, dude, I don't care at all. They can do what they want, dude. I wouldn't even be in there if I were you. I don't want you guys in there, you know? I don't want you guys. I know you guys did that. Now they're going to think I sent you to do that. What's up, Benji? What's going on, Benji? It's not sarcasm? Okay, fair enough. The way you worded it kind of sounded a little sarcasm to me. Remember that knockout with Nico and James Vick? Was that the upkick knockout? Two-time Tapology champ incoming. Sorry, boys. Nah, dude, don't even do that, Jack, man. That's just cornball shit. Don't even do it. I don't want you to do that. I don't endorse you doing that. Let them die. Let them die, dude. I want that tap belt logo. You don't think I care about? Okay. Do you think UFC 291 taking place in Salt Lake City will affect your picks? No. Not by much. I don't want to bring this up, but anyone else saw Dricus sus coach? I saw some clips, but it is what it is. I don't care. You know, if Dricus' coach wants to grab his cock mid-fight, I don't care. That's not for me to understand or worry about. Yeah, Nursultan Ruzaboev's coach was knuckle deep in his fighter, so I think more about him being 23 and me, DNA, not him saying the N-word. Who cares about that? Well, I mean, what he said was accurate. I mean, the thing is, it's just a bad look overall because you have Dricus saying, oh, I'm the real African, when really his ancestors came in there and pushed out others. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the whole history of that, but it's just an uncomfortable opinion to kind of put out there, and it's just unnecessary. Did his coach really do that? Yeah, dude, go back and watch the fight. Nursultan Ruzaboev. And that Russian dude who recently fought on short notice and won, he's a therapist after that violation from his coach. Yeah, dude, he was knuckle deep. 100 people in here and only 35 likes. See, we are slacking. Come on, a bunch of slackers. Get the likes up. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. If you guys would all like the stream, and if every single person in here would double check and make sure they're subscribed to the channel, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. It would just mean so much. We're on the road to 11,000. I like how I am, but tomorrow's main event makes me want to go, ew. Me too. Wasn't Nico Price a decent prospect at one point? Middle of the pack. There's something to be said about someone packing their bags and living elsewhere. Dricus still lives in Africa. I mean, dude, there's not anything to be said. I mean, there's nothing to be said. Who cares? Anyone can do whatever they want. I'm glad JDM is saving us tomorrow. What, is he really, though? Imagine JDM gets finished tomorrow. I should have picked against him just for the hell of it. But I wouldn't have really believed it. Joey, the first time you did the ooh with Pena, I busted out laughing in public. When was that? I don't even remember when that was. Ew. Logically, I'm picking Jan by KO, but I swear to God, if he pulls a Glover stunt again, I'm done. What line of work are you primarily outside YouTube? Ask me in Discord, dude. I don't even answer it anymore in here. I've answered it 100 million times. Bros, the world is big. We move to another country and we become other people. Izzy can leave wherever he wants. Exactly. Holly's 41. I know, and she sounded like a 10-fight deal. Holly's going to be around forever. She's probably going to be in a title shot soon. That's how bad the women's bantamweight division is, to be honest. That's how bad the bantamweight division is. It's real bad, boys. The women's bantamweight division is atrocious. Is horrible. Who would you pick in a rematch between Pantoja and Moreno? I'd probably pick Moreno again, to be honest. I thought he did enough to get it done. And now that I know he broke his hand in the first round, I'd probably go with him. But they both took a lot of damage. So. Did Jamal Hill have the worst title reign ever? Beat up a 43-year-old and got the title shot because the champ had to vacate and didn't defend it? I mean, basically it's the same thing as Yuri. Basically the same thing as Yuri. I mean, a little bit different, but is it me or does Pantoja's striking just look weird? Dude, he looked like he was slowing down in the second round. I thought for sure he was going to lose after the second round. Is Leon Edwards English? Yeah, I think he's English, and I think he's also Jamaican, if I'm not mistaken. I never met any Africans in real life that consider Izzy left Africa because he trained in New Zealand. Yeah, I'm sure everyone in Africa cares about it. I'm kidding. Do you think Tim Elliott has a chance? Yes. Pantoja even know for having good takedowns he was going to get taken off his feet easily by Pantoja? Is it safe to say he has overrated takedown defense? Who? Pantoja does? Do you think Clay Guida and his boys ruse above each other? Probably. Yuri barely beat the same old man. Let's not act like the reign was any better. Yeah, but also you have to take into account that Yuri and Glover went to war, and Jamal Hill kind of picked up the leftovers after that. Bisping had the worst title reign in middleweight division history, yeah. Yeah, not going to lie. I thought Moreno was going to finish him. I guess Pantoja isn't as tired as he looks. That is true. What happened with the MMA holes? Go watch the stream from yesterday, dude. I've already buried them. They're dead and gone. I'm not rehashing it, but you can go watch the stream from last night and you can find everything. You can find the whole thing. So I'm not gonna kick dirt on their grave anymore. Leon has an English passport, but when personally asked, he called himself Jamaican. Yeah, he can call himself whatever he wants. Pantoja isn't known for having good offensive wrestling. Moreno was getting takedown left and right. Is it safe to say he was overrated takedown? Yeah, I guess by some. I thought Moreno would win the fight with offensive wrestling. So not for me. Not for me personally, but I'm sure in the MMA community, yes. Bisping title reign is a joke? Yeah, agreed. What is the goal for this channel? Just to cover MMA from a mostly fact-based angle and evidence-based, and discuss actual MMA and build a decent community that isn't a bunch of incels yelling at each other, calling each other casuals. So, yeah. Montana has the worst title. That is true. Montana has the worst title reign ever. For sure. Everyone in the comments on the MMA Holds video about you kept saying you're pro grooming children because you're saying Holmes' post-fight interview was cringe. Look, they can say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They can make up whatever fake narrative they want. Guess what? I don't give a fuck what they have to say. Can you make enough from YouTube to not have a normal job? I'm assuming you can, but I can't. I like that goal, Joey. Keep it up. Yeah, dude, I'm just trying to build a good community. It might take years to get to 20,000. It might take years to get to 50,000. It might take years, 10 years to get to 100,000. I don't care. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm being me. I'm just doing my thing. Just minding my own business. And, yeah. Joe, when did you become a fan of the sport? 2010. I was shocked they gave it to Pantoja. They usually give it to Champ when it's that close. I thought they might give it to Pantoja because of the grappling. But I thought Moreno got it done. 2, 4, and 5. We're almost to 11K, boys. That we are. Dude really fought Hendo for his defense. Yeah, Hendo was ranked like number 14 when Bisping defended his belt against him. Izzy dismissed Robert Whittaker's ancestry for being New Zealander and said he represents Australia and not New Zealand. What does that have to do with Izzy and Dricus? What is that? I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. I mean, we're talking about a build-up from fights from years ago. That just further solidifies my take that it's just a build a fight, dude. Who cares? Joey does not play about calling his viewers casuals. Did I? Do you remember that fight that made you a fan? I mean, I don't know if there was one specific fight that made me a fan, but what really solidified me as a hardcore fan was Anderson Chael Sonnen 1. So, do you remember that fight? Okay, didn't you say that her trying to get a round of applause for her team was cringe? I never saw you saying her protect the children was cringe. Dude, the video's up on the channel. The video's up on the channel. Yeah, I said her interview was cringe, and people tried to twist it around. And I said, well, I wonder what she's talking about. And I said, well, she is the preacher's daughter, and we know what goes on in churches. And so, people try to warp that and say, oh, somehow I'm against Holly Holmes' messaging. Look, I fully support Holly Holmes', attack on, the Catholic Church and any other groups doing anything that she is suggesting anybody is doing. She never really got into specifics, but, I'm sure you can find charities, where you can donate to. And, people just try to twist it and make it weird. But it is what it is. I mean, internet people are always going to be weird. They can say what they want, but it doesn't matter. You can go back. I have everything I've ever done on this channel. Never deleted anything. You can always go back and watch it. I stand behind every single thing I've ever said on this channel. 100%. So, to be fair, Bisping beat Anderson with one eye. Yeah, I thought he lost to Bisping. I thought he lost to Anderson anyway. Izzy has a history of dismissing people's heritage. So you're mad at Izzy for dismissing people's heritage. See, this is where I think you guys look like a hypocrite, because now you're saying, oh, well, Izzy did this. Shame on Izzy. He's a piece of shit for this. Well, why don't you have that same energy towards DDP? Why don't you have that same energy towards DDP? I don't get it. So I think they're both cringy. I think it's all stupid. What's next for Jalen Turner? I don't know. Someone outside the division, maybe. I'll never forget Dana in his unhinged mood when John's coach told John to not take the fight. Dude, Dana ripped John at UFC 251. Dana ripped John, or 151, I'm sorry. Yeah, he ripped John because John said, I'm not switching opponents on short notice. I don't want to. And the card was horrible. The co-main event was Rory McDonald versus Che Mills, if I'm not mistaken. And the card was dead without Jones. And Dana just went after him. And Greg Jackson. I'll never forget Prime Dana. Okay, read that. Connor's definitely going to win his next fight. He's training with the legend Dylan Dennis again. You'll see. Joe, you should quote Dana, I'm not afraid of the internet. Yeah, dude, I don't care what anyone has to say. Anyone can warp anything they want. I'm sure there's charities where you can You can go donate and support those types of things. You know, I donate to charity on a semi-regular basis, but I don't need to go around bragging about what I do, okay? People can warp any narrative they want online, and it is what it is. It's always going to exist. People are always going to do that because they don't have anything better to do with their lives. They just sit at home, they're miserable, and they want to try to pick out a target and upset them. You know, they can say what they want. They can come up with any extreme, disgusting, ridiculous narrative that they want. I'm not going to think about it for 1 second of the day outside of when someone asks me about it on stream. So that's always going to be my take. But yeah, I hope you know, maybe she wins tomorrow and she advertises a charity you can donate to, because she never really got into any specifics of, you know, what she was really specifically talking about. You know, if there was something outside of just a vague thing, but I'm sure there maybe she will this week. Maybe she'll get back out because I think she's gonna win. Don't let that discussion distract you from the fact Carl Deaton beats Islam. Yeah, Carl Deaton definitely gets it done. Bro, that COVID montage Dana made was so corny. Yeah, I mean, dude was acting like playing a victim the whole time. Yeah, they're trying to stop me. Dude's always acting like everyone's against him. He literally says the MMA media doesn't matter, they're clowns, but yeah, he begs them to cover his power slap events, and then he gets upset whenever they say anything slightly the bit of negative against him. He said he's making a documentary. He's going to make a power slap documentary one day. Did you think Gleison Tebow was robbed against Khabib? I did not. Damn, I'm going DDP, but it's hard for me to pick against Izzy after that last Pereira. Dude, that's crazy. Look what he did to Pereira. I don't know how you could pick DDP after that. Money Moicano will destroy Islam. You didn't watch Moicano versus RDA. You didn't watch Moicano versus RDA then. Jalen Turner versus Moicano would make a lot of sense right now. Jalen Turner versus Mike Malott at welterweight. Sign me up. Sign me up. That'd be amazing. What was the worst pay-per-view of the year so far? Mine was 286, 283, 284, 285. Yeah, it had to be 286. 286 wasn't that great. Moicano fought RDA on a week's notice, to be fair. That is true, but Moicano's always had grappling deficiencies. And, I mean, you know what Islam would do to him? I think Moicano beats Turner. That's the fight to make, really. So. But, yeah, he did take that on short notice, but he got I don't know why they made that 5 rounds. I remember I hated that was 5 rounds. It was a co-main event of a pay-per-view. Lol. Moicano has very good jiu-jitsu, but his wrestling is lacking. Agreed 150%. Joey, I've listened to yesterday's live stream now 3 times in its entirety. Did you watch it in its entirety, Derek? Did you enjoy it? I guess so. I guess I pleasured you 3 times since yesterday then. Now the 4th time. Has ever been an exciting Leon Edwards fight? I mean, I think the last few have been exciting. I mean, 286 was kind of lackluster. I'm on Dana's side about the media. What specifically? Because, I mean, it's 50-50. Dana's a clown about the media, always crying. Lamau, the first section, when you went in, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I went in and pleasured you. There you go. Hey, man, I'm just speaking the truth here, all right? I've told you guys a million times. There's not a person out there I'm scared of. There's not a person out, let alone on the internet. I mean, I couldn't even be... I can't even express to you how much I don't give a fuck about what anyone on the internet, you know what I mean? I'm not Dana where I'm actually seeing them behind the scenes. So I want to see 24 hours uncut footage of Kevin Iole and Dana White in the office. Yeah, that Kevin Iole's Dana White's lapdogs. Joey, not trying to be rude, but do you only remember members and people who are in the Discord, not regular subscribers? Do I only remember? No, I don't know what that means. Do I only remember? No, I do not. Do you like MMA Guru? I don't watch MMA Guru, so I don't really have anything to say about him. He's doing his thing, and I wish him nothing but success. You know, I hope he gets 1 million subscribers, but I don't really know of his content that much. So, Dana's a clown. Yes, he is. 288 wasn't great either. Yeah, 288 was a little lackluster. Moicano's extremely underrated. I think he can be champ. No. Joey's the real Mr. Beast. Fair enough. I didn't see the first part of yesterday's stream. What part does it get good? You'll just have to go watch, dude, and you'll figure it out. Joe, you should shave the mustache to a Dagestani beard. No. If Dana offered you $100 million for every Power Slap event you cover, like a post a Power Slap video and $100 million per post Power Slap event video, would you do it? If Dana offered you $100 million for every Power Slap event you cover, like a post Power Slap video and $100 million per post Power Slap event video. So basically $100 million if I did a post-fight video about Power Slap. As long as I can be honest, yeah, I'd do it. $100 million, sure. I'll cover it. Yeah, so Wolverine really bitch slapped Dan the Cowboy today. I mean, as long as I'll cover it, I don't care. $100 million, of course. Thoughts on having MMA Joey crown the winner of the BMF belt? Absolutely not. What's your favorite division right now? Probably lightweight or bantamweight. Guru always says the same about when people ask about you, mutual respect. Hey, man, I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear it. Thoughts on, okay, read that Moicano fight Hooker. They are both injured. Yeah, I don't know how long Moicano is going to be out. When's the post-tough recap stream? Never. LMFAO. I hope Alex beats Jan so we can see him in Yuri for the 205-pound strap. That'd be crazy. Wolverine's hand was purple and infected after his Power Slap opponent. Yeah, I mean, I covered for 20 minutes. I mean, for $100 million, why not? You know how many lives I can improve with $100 million? Do you think the rankings should be like top 20 or top 30? I mean, I don't care about the rankings at all, so I think they should not exist. UFC's been to Abu Dhabi long before 2014, bro. Silva versus Damian Maia. I believe that was in Abu Dhabi. UFC 112 in 2010. Let's see. UFC 112. Yep. UFC 112 was in Abu Dhabi. So, I don't know if they've been there before that, but that's the first one I remember. If you had $100 million, your background would be on a yacht, maybe. I don't know. Thank you for blessing us with another glorious live stream. Dude, I saw your video. Somebody sent it to me. That's pretty funny, bro. That's pretty funny. Keep it up. Maybe you'll pick up some traction, get some subs, dude. I hope you do. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Hey, man, you're getting the same amount of views as I got when I started my channel, so must be something working. You have 10 less viewers than certain channels with 70K subscribers. Hey, man. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing my thing. Some others are on literal life support. It's, you know, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. Look, I don't even know who this is, to be honest, but he's putting out funny videos. So if you guys want to go subscribe to his channel, I have no affiliation with it at all. But there's the link if you guys want to go subscribe to his channel. He's doing some funny edits with this channel, basically. So there's the link to his channel. Do you take notes on the cards? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. Usually if it's like a big pay-per-view card, I try to take a few notes. But what's annoying is I'll forget a lot of stuff. And basically I'll go rewatch almost every single fight. Sometimes that's why my full card post-fight takes a little bit to come out. I'll go like skim through every single fight. I won't like rewatch it in its entirety, but I'll kind of skim through it and then I'll remember. But I'll also have a couple notes. But what's crazy is when I type up notes, I like automatically like remember it from just typing it. So, yeah. Motivational Joey, dude, editing is hilarious, man. Keep it up. Yeah, it is pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny. I'm glad you liked it. Yes, it was one of the first things I saw today. Somebody sent it to me. Whatever happened to Askar Askarov? He was cut or released from the organization. He asked for his release. That's crazy. I thought UFC found out about Abu Dhabi during COVID. Nah, that was Dana White selling wolf tickets. That was Dana White selling wolf tickets. He said, oh, yeah, we're looking at an island, dude. They were just going back to where they've always been. Do you take no? Okay, I already read that. The MMA Joey effect. Who are your top 5 current active fighters to watch? Charles Oliveira, Yuri Prohaska, Volkanovski, John Jones, and I'll say Israel Adesanya. Joey, best upside and downside of starting a YouTube channel? Takes a lot of time, but it's fun. That's best I got for you. What makes Chael call Fury a scumbag for fighting Francis? Chael is a UFC mouthpiece and a clown. So that's why. And a criminal and a con man and a UFC show. And habitually wrong as well. And I think he's a rich, poor person. So I hope the UFC don't give Ankalaev title fight. They may not. What to say? If Jan out-wrestled Izzy, I'm sure he will do the same to Alex. 100%. 295 is going to be a banger. Johns versus Stipe as the main. Colby versus Leon as co-main. I doubt Colby would go to Abu Dhabi. I don't know why people think Colby has all this power. I think he's probably going to end up in Abu Dhabi. Holly Holm main event tomorrow. Let's go. Can't wait, boys. Can't wait. Dude really said you got 10 less viewers than a certain channel with 70,000 subs. That's funny, bro. Life support. Absolute life support. We got to catch up. Look, when I see these channels talking shit, like this guy's a fucking clown, I'm just like, you know what? I want to pass these guys in subs. So if you guys could subscribe to the channel. When we get to a point where I can make good money on YouTube, you guys have no idea what kind of double the output, I would say. Or at least 0.5 the output. It's going to be crazy. So when we get to 20,000, 30,000, maybe 40,000 subs, it's going to be good, boys. You boys are going to be eating good in terms of videos. Magomed versus Krylov next. I like that fight. My favorite to watch are Gaethje, Poirier, Oliveira, Chandler, Conor. I love all those as well. When are we going to find out Paula didn't sign the contract? Probably a week before. I don't know if I can handle you putting out double. Yeah, you definitely have to warm up for that one. You definitely have to warm up for that one. My favorite to watch. Okay, read that. How long has it been since Colby fought due to so inactive? March of 2022. Let's see. The last time Colby fought, let's see how many subscribers I had. He fought in like the first week of March. So I'm going to say March 1st. I had just over 2,000 subscribers last time Colby fought. If you have 70K subs and average 2K views and 100 live viewers, we need to start looking into building a resume for a 9-to-5 job. Agreed. When are you dropping the double standard video? I don't know, dude. I just kind of been relaxing. I don't know. I have no idea. To be honest, I can't even watch them. The only time I watched, they had... yeah, I wouldn't watch that garbage, dude. I'm not even going to talk about them anymore. Dana was selling wolf tickets about Abu Dhabi, and then we got Hamzat. There you go. After this card, they are straight banger main events with Aspinall, Tybura, no. 291's amazing. Umar Corey, then Luque Dos Anjos, then 292. Then Max versus the Korean Zombie. Then UFC Paris, then UFC 293. Bro, please read my comment. You skipped it. I don't see it, dude. Just send it one more time. Joey, just keep on pumping. I'm just going to keep on pumping, boys. I'm just going to keep on pumping you full of content. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Thoughts on Tai Tuivasa versus Volkov? I've always been of the belief that Tai Tuivasa is kind of a bum. So, I think Volkov wins. But he could get KO'd. He could get KO'd. Badly. So, we'll see. Do you think Hill will probably return around March 2024? Impossible to know right now. I would say first 4 or 5 months of next year. Damn, we already been here almost 2 hours. I know. I'm getting around. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go on stream. One of these weeks, I know I've been saying this for a while, but one of these weeks I'm just going to stop streaming for like a week or two, and then I'll have a triumphant return. Imagine you guys just don't see me for like 2 weeks on stream. It'll feel like something's missing to your day at that point. I always enjoy being pleasured by Joey. I always enjoy Joey pleasuring us all. Yeah, nothing I love more on my Friday night than just pleasuring dozens of men. Why do you think Chandler McGregor keeps tweeting December like that can really happen? Who knows, dude? I have no idea. I think they're just hoping. Chandler's just hoping that he'll be taken into a public restroom in December. That would suck. These streams get me through the end of my nights. Hey, man, I'm happy I could help. Full card predictions tomorrow. I might do a stream tomorrow for the card. I might not, dude. It's not going to... I mean, nobody's going to show up. Nobody even wants to watch that card, bro. I'll do a full post-fight. But do I really want to do a full card watch-along? I don't know if I got it in me. I don't know if I got it in me to provide. I'm caught up on the MMA host beef now. Thanks, Motivational Joey's channel. Yeah, you could have went to the stream from yesterday, too. But I'm glad he could help you. I think it's just a funny name for the channel, and the thumbnails are pretty funny too. So we'll see. I hope he gets some success going. I'll show up 100%. What about the main card watch along, Joey? Honestly, just stream the JDM fight and then just turn it off. I don't know. I'll decide tomorrow. We'll talk in the Discord. If you guys really want me to, I'll provide. We'll sit here with 20 people. I'll feel like a 70K subscriber channel that only gets 100 viewers, and we'll watch the Holly Holm stream card. Maybe. It all depends. I got some stuff I want to do tomorrow, some stuff I've been putting off. And depending on what time I get done that stuff tomorrow, that's how I'll decide. I always throw back a few beers and watch MMA Joey stream in the evening. I make my content in the morning. No problem. All credit goes to Joey. What made you finally decide to start the channel, my friend? I want to know. And how'd you come up with the name? Give me the backstory. Let's just say when you provide, I feel alive. Yeah, I want to see the excitement on your face during the main event. It's going to be so garbage. It's going to be so garbage. Oh my God. Derek, I seen your message in the Discord, bro. Derek, link your Discord to your YouTube channel. You go to settings and connections. We got an exclusive tab for current members. I've been trying to tell everyone to make sure they link their Discord to their YouTube channel. But Derek, you could have said that. You could have said that in the stream. I don't care. My chair is hurting. Your family's hurting because of the lack of money in your bank account. This is a Herman Miller. You couldn't afford this. People have been sending me quotes all day. What are you worried about my weight for? You want to fuck me? That's what I said last night. I'm done. I think Izzy would have a better chance in the Rob rematch than against DDP. I think the DDP matchup's easier for Izzy, in my opinion. I save all your videos for my lunch break. Pretty sure most of my coworkers know MMA Joey. That's funny, bro. They hear you like you're one of those people that sits on their phone and listens to it on loud volume during the lunch break. Oh my God, I hate you for that. I hope UFC 300 isn't must suck. What would your prediction for pay-per-view buys be? I have no idea. I don't care. It literally irks me that Holly Holm headlines fight. Nobody wants to watch you. It literally pisses me off seeing Holly Holm on the poster. I know. When I play your stream, my girlfriend's like, I don't want to listen to that guy tonight. What's her problem? What's her problem? She hears my voice and she gets aroused. I think that's what's going on there. I listen to you when I try to sleep. Well, I'm glad I can put you to sleep. Aaron told me that he lays down, he turns on the stream, he closes his eyes, and he pretends I'm laying next to him in bed. What do you think Chandler did for Connor's birthday today? I think he probably took him to a public restroom. Your streams are hilarious, and I want to showcase my favorite moments. Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. That's funny. That's funny. It'll be cool. It'll be cool to look at the archive you build up over the next couple years. It's fun. That one story you posted on there, dude, is funny because that's from a while back. At least a couple months ago. Who do you think is stronger physically, DDP or Izzy? I say DDP by far. I have no idea. It's impossible to know. Joe, are you up for a possible Ronda Rousey return? No, I'm not. No, sir. I am not. Don't care. Don't want to see it. Hole's marriage might survive. Dude, come on. I am not going to clown on them anymore tonight. But yeah, it's headed for divorce. It's headed for divorce for sure. I made the first video months ago and forgot to post it until recently. Well, let's post it now, boys. And let's see. How many subs do you have now? Let's see. Did a couple people go subscribe at least? You got 15. You got 15. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, my friend. Sorry for the long-winded rant yesterday. The fact you had to speed it up and it was still 22 minutes. That's funny, bro. I put it on the projector in the break room, volume all the way up. Dude's one of those guys. That's funny, bro. So I'm just chilling in your break room. I was dying listening to it live. When you were listening to it, did you know, oh shit, I gotta make this video? I like how you brought in the James Lynch clips too. That's funny, bro. That really is. That was a legendary stream. I knew going into that. I was like, all right, look. These guys know me, but they don't truly know me. All right. Why do you not want Ronda back? I thought you liked WWE stuff. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. You know James is about to make a response video to you. He's not, dude. He knows he made a mistake there. He's not going to make a response video, dude. Everything I said was accurate, and it is what it is. So we are grown men. We are grown men. I got a body pillow of you, and I can't sit it next to me without my Herman Miller snapping. Okay. So. Would Rod getting a title shot coming back be a gimmick? Yes, it would be a gimmick. You should do another collab with Lucas for $2.91. I'm not going to do it every pay-per-view, and I'm not hitting anyone up to do a collab. But in the future, maybe for other big events, I'll think about it. What are you doing if James hits you with the Dana Joey was never my friend? Then that's not going to happen, dude. He knows he made a mistake. It is what it is. He got put in a tough spot. You know, it's an awkward situation. Joe, are you trying to collab someday? I'll think about it, dude. I'm not big on collabs. I'm not big on collabs, bro. The best quote was, when you get tattoos from a meth head, make sure you give them the meth after the tattoo. Dude, you could just break that thing down into 7 different videos with just a couple of the funniest ones. Dude, that's pretty funny. You know what's funny? I knew we were going to be discussing it on stream. All day, I completely blanked it from my mind. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to think about anything because I wanted everything to just come off the top of my head. Everything from last night came off the top of my head. I never, ever thought of any of that beforehand. But I knew I was going in. I'm like, nah. This guy goes on James' channel, who's James is supposedly one of my friends, and it just makes me have to respond. But yeah. If you're getting tattoos from a meth head, then you probably should. If you're paying them in meth, you should definitely pay them in the meth after they're done the tattoo. That's what I would go with. I could have sworn I heard James Lynch's voice at 290 Media Day. Maybe you did. He was there. That one was a gem, Derek. If we were in prison, you'd be my bitch. Dude, there was a couple good ones. I forgot. To be honest, I tell you guys, when I do these streams, I forget half of what I say. So when I went back and rewatched it, I was actually laughing my ass off too. I'm like, damn, that's good. I was watching it independently, like, yeah, damn, this dude's packing right now. This dude is packing. If you were to fight, in which weight class would you fight in? If I was to get in great shape, it'd be 205. But right now, heavyweight. My favorite line was when I think this chair is just fine. Tat so bad, meth don't even cut it. Dude, someone said tattoos look like Etch-a-Sketch. Hey, Finance Joey, any stock pick recommendations? Invest in QQQ. It's basically the top 100 tech stocks, if I remember correctly. I have quite a bit of QQQ. I got a decent stock portfolio myself. Okay, we're not out here scraping by to make ends meet. With 70,000 live viewers and 70,000 subscribers and 100 live viewers, where I'm doing all right. I could close my YouTube channel down. I don't make that much from YouTube, and I'll be all right. I'll be okay. All right. But yeah, invest in QQQ. Let's see, boys. I got some QQQ. Let me go check it out. How many stocks do I got in QQQ? Ooh, this is a beautiful graph. I wish I could show this graph on stream, boys. Oh, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. Yeah, QQQ. Let's see. Got it. Since I initially invested in QQQ, I have made 31%. My total return is 31% in QQQ. So, because there's too many numbers on the graph, you know what I mean? There's too many numbers on the graph. Let me see if I can. I'll take a screenshot and I'll crop out the numbers. I don't want you guys to see what my value is on my stock trading app. All right, I cropped it all out. You guys can't see it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, boys. Let's see if it focuses. That's my graph just for QQQ. Let's see if I can. Oh no, that's my graph. That's my graph for the last year. I'm sorry. That's not my graph for QQQ. That's my graph all time, and not all time, but the last year. It's looking pretty good, boys. Let's see. In this year, in 2023, I'm up 26% all time. I'm up 26% all time. So that's damn good return. Keep in mind, a good average return would be somewhere between 5 and 8%. So I'm up 26% on my investments over the last year. And that's just one account, boys. That's just one account, all right? I'm thinking about starting a finance channel eventually. Okay? You don't have to worry about me getting divorced and ending up on the streets. I'll be all right. I'll be okay, boys. There might be a day where I get bored with MMA, and I might say, you know what? I'm retiring the channel. Thank you for the 2 New Zealand dollars, the MMA Soiru. Death row meal starter, main, dessert, and drink. Starter. What do I get for a starter? I'll have some buffalo wings as a starter because I like buffalo wings. So you can get 8 as an appetizer or something. Some 5 or 8 wings as a buffalo wings as an appetizer. Main, I'm definitely getting a delicious steak of some sort. Probably a filet mignon. Probably. But I like a good New York strip as well. And I like a good ribeye as well. Dessert, I'm definitely getting... I don't get them a lot, but I like a brownie every once in a while. A good brownie. A good, nice... A perfect consistency of not too dry, but not too... I'm not even going to go there, but a brownie. And then a drink. I only drink water and sweet tea, so I guess I go sweet tea. I have a sweet tea and a water. That's what I would go with. I know Robinhood when I see it. Yeah, I have a Robinhood account. I have a Charles Schwab account. Yeah, I've been into investing for the last 5-6 years. So I'm a damn good investor, boys. I'm a damn good investor. Is that you flexing on the MMA holes, About your income? No, I'm not. I'm not flexing on anyone, all right? I'm not trying to flex on anyone. Look, I'm just trying to build my YouTube account. I'm just trying to build my YouTube account where I can make a decent full-time income. And then you guys will see me like 2 streams per day. That's all I want. That's all I want to do right now. That's my goal. We'll see if I can do it. You know. Where are we at? My favorite line was, okay, there we are, blah, blah, blah. Have you ever had any experience, Joey? How do you think you'd fare in a street fight? I'd be all right. I'd be okay. I've gotten in a couple street fights, but not since I was younger. But I'd be okay. I'm pure athleticism, all right? Pure athleticism and strength. I'm basically a 280 pound, 290 pound Dricus du Plessis. I may not have the technical abilities, but I got the sheer will. And I'm ready just to break a bottle on a table. Nah, I'm kidding. I'll brandish my shillelagh at any point in time. I thought about it sometimes. What if I woke up and didn't enjoy MMA anymore? Yeah, dude, it's always possible. It's always possible. I wonder how many of you guys would be like, if I just said, look, guys, I'm not really feeling it anymore. I'm just closing down the channel. I wonder how many of you guys would be like, what the fuck? Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Are you a ball worshiper? I don't know what that means, dude. I think your mother's a ball worshiper. She worships my balls. That's for sure. I don't know who Arnold Palmera is. Joey, do you use Think or Swim? Think or Swim. Keep up the good work, Joey. We all appreciate a real one working hard to provide MMA content daily. Thank you, Rambling. I don't want to get on your personal, on your money, but rough estimate on 1 vid per day and a typical growth. How long would it take to make 5K on vids and streams? Dude, it varies widely. It varies widely. And it's basically impossible to know. Everyone's going to be different, you know? You know, like there's streams before, like I think my highest grossing stream, I made like $900 or $800 in a stream from donations. So obviously that's going to be a big spike in income for that month on the YouTube channel. So it's really impossible to know. You could theoretically have a 10K YouTube channel and you could make $5,000 a month. You could have a 70K YouTube channel and you could make $1,500 a month. It varies very widely. And it's going to be independent to that person, you know? So it's hard to even answer that question, you know? My revenue from YouTube jumps month to month based on basically donations and memberships. I think based on kind of my current trajectory, I would consider like 5K a month like a decent full-time income, you know, because that's roughly 60K a year. That is 60K a year, not including taxes. So after taxes, you're looking at like 50 or 45K. So it's not like great income, you know. For some people, it might be great income, but it's not like a great full-time income. I think I could get somewhere around there. It all depends on views and it all depends on donations. But I'm just saying, based off what I'm currently getting, I could get close, probably around 30K subscribers. But again, it doesn't matter if the views aren't coming in, you know. It would have to be like 30K subscribers, and you'd have to get some really good views. The viewership would have to climb with the subscribers, if that makes sense. Because you can have 70K subscribers and not make any money. So it's such a subjective question. I'm trying to answer the question in depth as possible. It varies account from account. You know, there's some accounts with 70K subs I probably might make more money than them on YouTube. You know, I'm not saying definitely, but there's a chance. There's people with millions of subs that don't make any money because their channel's dead. So it varies very, very much. I'm hoping somewhere between 20 and 30K that I can make close to like $5,000 a month on YouTube, and I can consider YouTube full time. You know, it wouldn't be a lot of money, but it would be decent. Would you fight holes in a YouTube boxing match? Absolutely not. I mean, what is that going to draw? I mean, the crowd would be empty. There'd be no pay-per-view buys. Who's going to pay for that? Who's going to pay for that? to watch a 50-year-old man get whooped up. You know? Nah. Joey, any UFC 292 announced fights rumors? Only 11 fights confirmed so far. Probably be lower level fights. Colby isn't even a big draw in Miami anymore. I mean, do people act like Colby's this massive draw? He's just not. But I'm not even getting into that anymore. Sup, handsome? Thank you. What's going on, Artem? MMA Guru and MMA Joey are the GOATs. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I appreciate the compliment that we're the GOATs. We're the GOATs of the MMA community, apparently. That's what I've been hearing. Joe, would you believe me if I told you I got to meet Dana White, Dominic Cruz, Daniel Cormier, and John Canvina all in the same night? What was it, you were in a public restroom at the NBA Finals? Damn, dude, you were probably waddling like a duck for the next few days. Yeah, I feel you, man. It's the same on TikTok. Yeah, it varies so much. I don't make that much money now. I don't make that much money off YouTube at all. But if I can keep, the views are starting to go up. The views are starting to grow. You know, if I could, let's say I start streaming, you know, I probably stream 5 times a week right now. If I can make like $150, $200 in donations per stream, I mean, that'd be a good chunk of income right there, because you think 5 streams a week, you know, $200 per stream, that's $1,000 minus YouTube's cut, that's $700. And then you times that times 4 weeks. I mean, that's pretty good. That's $2,800 a month. So, and then you got to pay taxes on that at the end of the year. But yeah, you get the point. So I'm hoping to get there eventually, just not right now. You know, a lot of people think, oh, you got 5,000 subscribers, you're rich on YouTube. It's just not accurate. I will send it to your DMs. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Send it to the DMs. Yeah. Impersonating of Eugene Behrman when he gets evidence. We have the smoking gun. The nurse told us, an anonymous nurse told us, that Islam Makhachev took an IV before UFC 284. There you go. Yeah. I'm sure you will have 10K subscribers by the end of August. I already have 10K. I already have 10K, my friend. I have almost 11K. We picked up quite a bit last night. I was surprised when I checked my YouTube today, and I had almost, you know, I think it was like 4,000 or 5,000 views on the Jamal Hill video. And that picked up quite a good chunk of subs. And now we're almost to 11,000. Let's see. Someone sent me a message. John Kavanaugh. Okay. Dom Cruz. John Anik and Daniel Cormier and Dana White with his arm over you. Did you take him to a public restroom after that, buddy? That's pretty cool, man. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you had a good time. And you don't even follow me on Instagram. That's petty as hell. You meant 100K? Yeah, dude, I think you're grasping a little bit too crazy, but that'd be awesome. I would not be surprised if the whole smoking gun lie was created because some dude trolled Hooker about Islam and he fell for it. Wouldn't surprise me if some fan made up the nurse accusation and they just bought it. Now he follows me. Now he's like, oh, I'm going to follow him. Guys, if you want to go follow me on Instagram, it's at MMA Joey C. You are breaking news for me these days. I got Jamal Hill news. I got the Jamal Hill news from you too, I'm assuming is what you meant. Yeah, I was actually the first breaking that on Twitter. The MMA media hadn't even picked that up yet. The MMA media hadn't even picked that up yet. And the great thing about my channel, and the reason I've always tried to stay super reliable, is because you know when you see my content, you know that it's accurate. You don't think it's some bullshit rumor. It's not some horse shit. It's actually accurate, you know? The anonymous nurse was probably a stripper. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't even know. How is there still almost 100 people in here and it's damn near 2 a.m. East Coast time? I cannot believe that. And I ran out of water. You got to be kidding me. I brought up 3 waters and I've drank them all. I do love that Joey doesn't do clickbait. Thank you, Duck. Thank you, Duck. Duck was the one that you just want to just follow me on Instagram, right? Check what I sent in Discord. No big deal. Great. Now I got to put on my headphones. No, I can't, dude. I got to watch it afterward. I'll just play it real quick. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. Make sure I ain't got nothing else playing. She worships my balls, that's for sure. I don't even understand what that means. That's funny. That's funny. I checked it out. Your mother's a ball worshiper. I don't even get why were people saying that? Obviously, it was some concerted effort by a group of weirdos. There's like 3 or 4 guys doing that. How don't you have to pee more often? I pee quite a bit. I'm just a water drinking motherfucker. I'll tell you that much. Joey, Maryland is so easy to guess right on GeoGuessr. It's got an iconic look. Fair enough. It's because I'm on the West Coast. Somebody's just spamming hearts right now. Keep spamming them hearts. Everyone spam the hearts. I want to see plenty of hearts pop up in the chat right now. Oh, we got some smiley faces. Oh, shit. We got some smiley faces making their way in. Would you have considered cheating if Islam transitioned from being a woman? It would be a huge controversy if it was the other way around. Would it be considered cheating if Islam transitioned from a woman? I don't know. I don't think so. From a woman to a man fighting in the men's division, I don't see why that would be a big deal. How long have you followed MMA? Since 2010. Can you do a poll where everyone is watching from? How about this instead? Instead of doing a poll, everyone put in the chat where are you watching from right now. Be as specific or as non-specific as you want to be. Everyone, if you're lurking, if you're watching, you got your phone on the bedstand, put in the chat where you're watching from. We know MMA Soiru is from New Zealand, apparently. Hey, young guy. What's up, Zevin? Hope you're doing well. I think you'd be as reliable, but you didn't cover Tough 31 sob stories in depth. Fair enough. England, London, Wagga Wagga, Australia, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm just watching from Jack's mom's house. I'm watching from Jack's mom's office right now. Cali in my dining room area on the computer. Los Angeles, Belmont, Iowa, Cleveland, Ohio. I'm with Stipe right now. You at the fire department? Newark, New Jersey. That was weird. West Coast. There you go. Public restroom in Miami, Daytona 500, Foster City, Cali. There you go. Anybody else? Victoriaville, California. It's crazy how big California is. It's crazy how big the United States is in general, to be honest. South Africa, I'm watching from the hot tub with Dana's Luscious V. Watching Dana's Luscious V right now. Hey, Joey. What's up? Archim. Hey, Joey. Yeah, so there you go. Now you know where everyone's from. Everyone who would answer. I mean, what? 25 people answered. We got 90 people in the chat right now. I can't believe now that after Jack just sent me that clip, I can't believe how over the course of like a couple hours, how far I sink down in my chair from just kind of chilling. And then I'm just like sinking down in my chair horribly. Look how much further I am. And I'm not even sitting fully all the way up right now. If I sat all the way up, it'd be like this. I'm kind of leaning back a little bit. What state are you from? I'm from Maryland. I'm from Maryland. Lucknow, India. Do you think Jake Collier is champ material? Of course. Of course, Jake Collier. I just rewatched the clip. Too funny how you keep a straight face while saying it. Yeah. Your mother worships my balls. That's for sure. What did you speak to James Lynch about after the stream? What are you talking about? What exactly are you talking about, Ariam? Dude's just like clicking the hearts. One grown man sending digital hearts to another grown man. Whew. Whew. You get me good on that one, bruh. Let me take a look. Let me take a look at something real quick. Oh my God. Have you been recognized in real life before? Dude, I got 10K subs. I don't even know of a lot of channels that have 1,000,000 subs, so I'm not gonna get recognized in public. It'd be very unlikely. If McKinney loses tomorrow, do you think he will get cut? No. Jan versus Alex P. I'm going Jan by KO. He said you guys spoke and are all good now. Hey, look, I was never really crazy angry at James, but he just messaged me and said, look, my bad for the way I handled this situation. And I just said, okay, it's no big deal. It is what it is. You know, I just had to address it because I ain't no puss. That's it. You know, I can't have people sending me that shit and be like, hey, man, is this guy your friend or no? So that's pretty much it. Remember that time Dana stood up during the press conference and his fly was open? Yes, dude, when he gave away $100. A moist brownie. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess. Where did he say that? On his video? Is that where he said it? Where did he say that we spoke? Out of curiosity. But yeah, I guarantee the other party of that little rant is just seething over it, though. I guarantee that. Imagine being called out that badly and being embarrassed that badly, all on facts. Look, I'm going to be honest. Look, I'm not going to say I would ever collab with those people because I would not. But if dude just said, look, you know, I shouldn't be acting like this. I'm a 50-year-old grown man. You know, I shouldn't have been acting like this. I'd be like, all right, dude, we're cool. I'm not a hateful person. I'm not a person that on very small things hold grudges over, especially online. I don't respect it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just clown little girl shit is where I stand on it. He said on the stream comment with MMA holes. Okay. His whole community is embarrassed. Yeah, all 120 of them. Could you beat MMA Guru in Power Slap? Sure. What was your first breakout video? Personally, I found your reaction in the compilation of Leon Edwards KO'd Usman. Joshua Fabia video. The spare room line about his wife is the best moment in channel history. Is it really? I was being serious still, dude. I'd let her stay in my spare room when she gets divorced from him. I feel sympathy on her. I'd feel sympathy on her for real. Maybe she'll call me up one day. Hey, I need a place to stay. I let her stay. Get her back on her feet. I asked Guru about a collab with you, Joey. He said you had a very, quote, sus take on something. I don't know what that means. I don't know what exactly that means. But it is what it is, man. I'm not begging to collab with another grown man. If I collab with him, not that I'm saying I am, but if that were to ever happen, I'd help him fix his video quality issues. That's for sure. But it is what it is. I don't know. I can't really say what that means. I don't even know if that's accurate, but that's it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what more to say. I don't even know whether to take like, oh, is that supposed to be a jab? But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Why can't we all get along and hang out in the hot tub? Joey, when are you posting a compilation of to OnlyFans? Never. Joey, my girlfriend wants to know what you think about Dumont Chandler fight of the night. Absolutely. It's going to be a banger, dude. It's going to be a banger. What did you think about Usman saying if he wasn't champ, Colby would be? Well, if he wasn't champ, it looks like Leon would be. What's up with the Holly Holm beef? There is no Holly Holm beef. Would you collab with Sean O'Malley? Sure. Do you ever think we'll get a Hamzat versus Nickel? No. Do you and Guru have beef? Not that I know of. Not that I'm aware of. I'm unaware of, you know, any, 5-minute diatribe insulting me on stuff that doesn't matter. So I'm not aware of that, if there is. And I'm sure if there was, somebody would have sent it to me by now. Yeah, I agree. His video quality is lacking. Also, his background looks unprofessional. I mean, look, I'm not here to criticize the guy, but I've seen his video quality. I watched one video of his, and I was like... But I'm like a picture quality snob, you know? So I really like high quality image. That's why I do a lot of 4K videos. But yeah, if I ever do a collab with him, that's the first. I will, behind the scenes, I'll be like, dude, let me help you with this. Because I think I think having good video quality is like really key to growth too. You know? Just imagine the title reign Max would have if Volk didn't exist. Would he be in the GOAT conversation? For sure. Do you like Jesse on Fire? I don't watch any of his content, so I don't. He's more of like gossip than anything from what I've seen. I've seen some of his content when I first started my channel because people were bringing it up when I was doing my Diego Sanchez videos. Early prediction for Bobby Green versus T. Ferguson. I'm probably going to go Tony Ferguson. I would think. Does Lucas want to get in your van? I don't own a van. I own a $70,000 luxury SUV. So if he wants to get in that, I'll give him a ride somewhere. What kind of music do you listen to, Joey? I'm not really a big music person. I just listen to whatever. Could be country music, could be old rock music, could be rap music. I really just listen to anything, you know. Joey, look what I sent in Discord. I will go take a look. Well, you're just going to get flagged if you don't put the asterisk there. But, dude, you don't... Jack's just ready to go to bat. You know what's funny? Jack is more mad for me than I am, you know, because I'm not mad at all. So Jack is more... He's like, yeah, I want to go after these pitchforks in hand. Do you listen to Vinny? I've never heard of him. Jack, I'm with it. Yeah, I need to... Oh, my God. You guys are too much. Are they fighting at 155 or 170? Not sure. I think 155, but I'm not 100% sure. Makwan Amirkhani would be champ if he had cardio. No, he would not. He's just a mediocre grappler and a mediocre striker. Cardio is the worst cardio. Cardio is almost on par with Braxton Smith. Joey, early prediction for Saint Denis versus Thiago Moises. That's a banger. I'm going Saint Denis. I have to go the God of War. My friend. Why do you think EDM fell off so bad? Edmund. Oh, I was about to say, what the hell? Fell off so bad after his fight with Brunson? Because he got exposed badly? Because he got exposed so badly. That's why. I mean, Edmund was never that good. Yeah, I'm just happy we got justice for Mike Grundy. Boys. Another thing that I've noticed now, I can already tell you it's starting to... People saw me go off on someone, and I already know what's next. They're trying to instigate another drama. They're like, oh, yeah, now we got Joey talking shit about someone. Now we need to start the next beef. We want to hear Joey go off on someone else. I'm wise to it. You guys aren't always going to get that, all right? You ain't going to get that out of me. I'm just trying to build a channel based on MMA content. I'm not trying to look to go out of there to tear another man down, you know, who's trying to build up his channel. And I'm not just looking into getting any drama like that. But I already know, I noticed that's going on. Yeah, people are going to try to start some shit. Who do you think is fighting at 293? Adesanya versus DDP. Is Darren Till ever coming back to the UFC? No. I hope Ashley Evans Smith's implants don't pop tomorrow. Okay. Izzy will TKO DDP in the late 4th round. I think Izzy will finish him in the 1st or 2nd. There will never be peace here. Yeah, it's funny. Jack is more fired up than I am. Jack's ready to get into a all right. Jack, if you saw him on the street, would you throw a punch? If you were on vacation and ran into him, you were on vacation in Hawaii or something, and you ran into him, would you throw a punch and go for the Boston Crab? Who's your favorite female MMA YouTube content creator? I don't have any favorite MMA YouTube content creator in general, regardless of gender. I don't watch it. I don't care about it. So, I couldn't tell you. When do you think Leon is going to fight? I didn't even know there was any female content creators for women for MMA. When do you think Leon's going to fight? Abu Dhabi 294. I got Jack's back on that one. I'm ready for the fade. Why do people subscribe here? I don't know. I guess because your mom worships my balls. Probably that. I'm thinking that's probably why. I swear it's war once I see him. I don't buy it. You just sneak him and then Boston Crab him. Don't say anything. Just let him figure out where it came from. Honestly, Joey, I think you would smack that. Dude, there's a lot of these guys that act tough online. They're not tough in real life. And I'm not claiming I'm tough in real life. But the problem is, and the difference between me and a lot of these guys is I don't give a fuck. Whether it's online or in real life. I don't care, you know. And most people aren't about that. You know what I mean? They just aren't about that. I'm not saying I'm some elite level fighter or I'm some, you know, maniac in the streets or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm not soft, okay? I'm not scared. I'm not worried about anything. You know, where most people aren't built for that, you know? There's a lot of people. There's a line that really I think about quite a bit, okay? And it really, for me, is kind of the way I live life. When you go around acting in a certain way, eventually you're going to find someone that matches that energy or surpasses that type of energy. And I feel like for a while, there's people out there, including the channel in question you guys are talking about in the chat. I feel like for a while, people look at me and they're like, oh, this guy's just kind of, you know, turning the other cheek, for lack of a better word. He doesn't want to get into the drama. He doesn't care about the drama. Let me punch down on him a little bit. And finally, I'm like, you know what? On a certain channel it happened on, you know, I gotta match this energy, but times it by 10. And that's kind of the way I live by, you know. If people out there want to act wild in person or anything, I'm already ready to match the energy, because most people are pussies in real life, okay? Most people don't want to fight. Most people don't want a physical confrontation. They think they can get away with bullying people, whether it be online or whether it be in person. And the second you call them on that shit, most of the time, they're gone. You know what I mean? They say something snide. They think, oh, I'm going to bitch this person. And then when all of a sudden something starts getting thrown back, they're like, oh, I didn't expect this. So you just always got to prepare for that, you know? You talk enough shit, you act a certain way, eventually someone's going to match that energy. And I'm always there to match that energy, always there. And, you know, I don't like to do it on YouTube. And I'm kind of one to ignore the trash talk and the snide comments from certain people. But at some point, you're like, you know what? I gotta respond to this. And that's what I did. That Indian dude, thank you for the $5 Australian. How much added weight Jamal was carrying do you think that led to an injury? I think people are shitting on Jamal too much. I think it's just a freak injury where he just made a mistake and, you know, he tore his ACL. So it's unfortunate. I don't know, dude. I think people are just clowning him too much. Dude suffered a career-altering injury, and people are like, oh, well, if he wasn't so fat. Jamal's always had that kind of porky body type in terms of MMA compared to MMA fighters, you know. You know, you compare him to someone like Paulo Costa or someone like Yuri Prohaska or someone like Alexander Rakic. You know, and he always kind of looks that way. Maybe he put on a little bit extra weight. But it's just unfortunate. I'm not going to pile on him for it. Hill got his ankles broken. That is not the cloth from which Joey's cut. Exactly. I think Jamal's injury was influenced by all the alcohol he's been drinking lately. It's terrible for muscle and tendon repair. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. Bilal, DC, Holland, and other fighters were playing with Hill in basketball. Do they have a video of the injury itself? What's your strategy, Joey? Are you shooting a double leg or throwing a kick? I'm shooting a double leg. Immediately rear naked choke. I'm going immediately for a rear naked choke. Did you see Lucas say Bilal crossed uphill and that's why his ACL tore? Or his Achilles tore? No, I didn't. Yeah, it's Achilles, not ACL. Have you seen some of my fight clips? I have. Think I have. I think I have. You sent some of them, but I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. Jack, you didn't put the asterisk. I just went and looked. Your comment got automatically deleted. There's no video of the injury, but Hill was still scoring a lot prior to the games. There's got to be a video somewhere. Someone had to be filming that shit. Someone had to be filming that shit. Cap, I did put the... Oh, well, it got deleted. It's not showing up on my end. But it doesn't matter, dude. You don't even need to get involved. But yeah, it got auto-deleted. Would be my guess. I just went and checked and it's not there. It's actually unnecessary anyway. I mean, I've already defended myself. I don't need someone else to defend me. If Jalen stays at lightweight, would you want to see him fight Slaviklaus? I don't know if that fight makes sense right now. I don't know if that fight makes sense right now. But it would be fun, I guess. It'd be fun. But I don't really think it makes a whole lot of sense. Right now, I think Jalen should still be fighting someone in the rankings. But I don't know who. I don't know whom it should be. I can barely stop staring at Helen G's, okay? The game was before the fight. Thoughts, and he seemed fine then. Achilles, you can barely walk. I don't know. Maybe it's not true. Or maybe he kind of tweaked it a little bit. And then maybe when he went to train, it fully tore. The thing that irks me is they're playing victim. I hate when people do it. Look, I told you guys the full truth, you know? If there was a couple small details forgotten, maybe, I don't know exactly certain words that were said or whatnot, but I told you guys the full truth. And that's it. Did you see any of the backstage beef with Rivola? I have not. I'm telling you guys, it's weird. I'm like checked out with that type of shit. I'm not paying attention to that shit. When I'm not here, I'm usually running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So, yeah. Thoughts on Rigo's content? I don't know what his content is. I don't know who he is. I've been asked a couple times. I couldn't even find his channel one time when I searched it on stream. So, I don't have any thoughts. I do not have any thoughts, but whoever he is, I wish him success, my friend. I actually got to go order something right quick that I forgot about. Let me not forget about this. Give me 1 second. I forgot I had to order something on Amazon. Supposed to order it earlier. Give me 1 second, boys. Change. Use method. Place order. There we go. Watch they give Turner Alex Hernandez for a bounce back. It could be. You could tear your Achilles partially and still walk just fine and not run and put weight on it. Trust me, I did playing soccer when I was 14 and walked home. Well, there you go. Damn, we're about to go 3 hours. I don't know if we're going to go full 3 hours. There's a rumor in the MMA community that Izzy was... Thoughts? I mean, how is that a rumor in the MMA community? What evidence do we have to support that? You know, this is when I talk about the lack of critical thinking in the MMA community. So if that's a rumor, okay, where did the rumor originate? Oh, you can't find that? Do we have any evidence to support the claim? No, there's not any evidence to support the claim. Is there any reasons to believe that this rumor is true? Well, there's no evidence. We don't know who started the rumor. So how could we possibly know if it's true? So, therefore, no, I don't have any thoughts. So that's fucking weird that anyone would say, this is a rumor in the community. That's really weird. Anybody saying that's a fucking weirdo. Prediction on Dennis Saint Denis versus Thiago Moises. I'm going Saint Denis via KO. Dude's a savage. How upset would you be if Grant Dawson got the Tony Ferguson fight? I'd be pissed. Just caught up with the MMA holes lore thanks to Motivational Joey. There you go. There you go. You guys got him. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, he's got a 21-minute video up. Who did win in their prime, Wonderboy or prime Carlos Condit? Probably Wonderboy. Probably prime Wonderboy, I think. The Guru has made claims that Izzy was by baiting. Well, he's just making shit up then. Let's be honest. He's just making shit up. The only thing is, do him and Izzy act the same way? He's like, oh, well, I act like this and this happened to me. So, must have happened to him too. It just doesn't make any sense. Unless he has any evidence. I don't know if that's true or not. You're probably just making that up to kind of get an answer out of me. But if that is true, that's extremely weird to even say. I mean, it's such a weird claim to make. But I'm sure you're probably making that up. But, yeah, I would want to know the evidence. What's the evidence behind it? Give me some evidence. Oh, because his personality's this way? Oh, well, I guess maybe it happened to Colby too, because there's a lot of guys that act just weird and cringy. I mean, there's plenty of them that are super cringy. I mean, that's the way I label them. Have you seen The Sounds of Freedom? Apparently, theaters don't want people to see it. I have not seen it. I have not. I doubt theaters don't want. Theaters are dying, dude. They want to sell as many tickets as possible. When is Moises versus Saint Denis? I think it's in September. I'm glad people are enjoying the video. There you go, Motivational Joey. I'm happy people are enjoying it, dude. I'll be happy to see you pick up some subs off of it on the Paris card. There you go. I did not see any video of Izzy doing that. It's just weird how people are obsessed, like, with saying the weirdest shit. You do member streams or Discord, Joey? Green is the members. Yeah, if you want to become a member, the link is in the description. I do have a members Discord. I have a members Discord. I post extra members community posts. I post a lot of behind the scenes stuff on the Discord. Yeah, and you get extra live streams. Sometimes I'll private a live stream for members only after the fact. So, yeah. Usman versus Collier will be a banger. Do you think Usman's brother will take over the UFC? No. Usman's brother's a bum. Do you think Johnny Walker can get a title shot? It's very possible, but I'm doubtful. For me, it's doubtful. Very, very doubtful, my friend. I don't foresee it happening. But you never know. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. I can't believe it's already 2 a.m., boys. Usman's one of the worst fighters I've seen, agreed. Do you think... What's up, Joey? Just getting off work. Happy to see the stream. I'm happy to have you, my friend. I'm very happy to have you. But we're gonna be ending here shortly. We're going to be ending here shortly. I don't know how much longer we're gonna go. I'm getting pretty tired. And yeah, look, if anybody wants to become a member, it's very, very cheap and you get a bunch of benefits. This is the link, boys. That's the link. Usman has great knees for MMA. Okay. Do you think Blachowicz will retire if he loses? Probably not, but maybe. If he gets brutally KO'd, maybe. Hope not. Hope not what? Oh, you hope Jan doesn't retire? That was a quick response. Who is here just lurking right now? I feel like everyone is just sleep watching the stream right now. How do we almost have 100 people in here still? This has been a a very lurker heavy stream for sure. Everyone's like, what is this guy gonna say next? What is he gonna say next? Lurking at 4 p.m. That's crazy, dude. It's 4 p.m. there. I'm always listening. Enigma, always listening, and a member. I'll definitely becoming a member. I've been loving the content. We need you on TV. Hey, man. Appreciate you. It's $3 to become a member. I try to make it as cheap as possible, basically. You know I'm active. This isn't my natural environment. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that means, but all right. Will Izzy be goated if he defeated DDP? I think he's already right up there. I think he's already in the GOAT conversation, and I think people don't give him enough respect. Joey, is there some new Saudi investors acquire Bellator? I have no idea. I haven't read up on it. It's been nothing but rumors as of right now. Do you think Holm will retire if she loses to Silva? No. I think Holm will fight till she's like 60. And just completely washed up. And looking like worse than Nico Price. But in the female division, which is even worse than you could ever imagine. Think about it. Nico Price, if he was a women's bantamweight, he'd be an elite women's bantamweight. That's crazy to me. That's how bad the state of the division is. Home looks like she belongs in the elderly home. Dude, she's old as shit. How old is she now? Isn't she like 41? I mean, for a fighter, that's so old. 41 years old. Damn. She's still jacked as hell, though. I got to be honest. She's super ripped. That's crazy how young she looks here. I mean, granted, she has makeup on. That's wild, boys. Look at this picture they have. Look at this picture they have of her on an MMA Junkie article from 2013. This is craziness. I mean, granted, she has makeup on. But look how young she looks here. How funny it would be as soon as Dana retires, the new boss cuts all the fighters Dana would want to keep around. That'd be hilarious. Remember when Paul Craig got oil checked? Vaguely. Joey, didn't you say if Home wins, she'll probably be fighting for the title next? Yes. Listening to old Joey videos, warming up before BJJ rounds. Fair enough. I'm happy to entertain you. Anyone calling Home a MILF is down. Does she even have kids? Damn, so she's never starting a family then. I don't think she's ever starting a family. Because she's 41 years old. You're not supposed to be having kids in your 40s as a female. She should be called the preacher's grandma, maybe. That's crazy. Did anybody go look at that article and see how young she looked in this picture? Damn, that's crazy. That is wild. Damn, it's crazy how quick age catches up to you. It happens quick, boys. It happens quick. Joe, before the channel, what games did you used to play? I used to play Madden quite a bit. I used to play PUBG quite a bit. I used to play GTA quite a bit. I'm going to start a secondary channel where I stream video games. I just don't have the time for it right now. I bought Red Dead Redemption. I want to play it. I've never played through the full story mode. But I just haven't had a chance yet. I've been diving into some Modern Warfare 2. I used to love the first Black Ops. Boys. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Oh, I'll never forget one in the chamber minigame. One in the chamber minigame was mad fun. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game of all time. I'm going to play it on stream. I played a mission the other day just to see if I can figure out the controls. But I just don't have the time. Like, any time I have, I kind of want to be making content. You know, if I'm sitting on the computer, I want to be making content. So eventually, when I'm doing this full time, I'm gonna start another channel and I'll just do random shit on that channel just for fun, not even to try to build it that much, and hopefully we can get it monetized and everything. Right, that's definitely one of the best games ever story wise. I'm glad to hear it. Fiziev should fight Beneil. I like that idea. I'm surprised Andre hasn't retired yet. He's 44. Yeah, dude, it's time for him to retire. It's time for him to retire. I'm surprised this many people stayed in here this late, boys. We had a good stream. We had a damn good stream. Everybody like the stream real quick. I would greatly appreciate it. You guys want to see? Let me go see if anyone's live right now. Let's go see if anyone's live, boys. No, not really. It's all these random accounts. I'm trying to find... Oh, I found someone. Yes, I found some guy with 392 subs. Let's see.
Some punishment for Munez and not getting...
I found some dude with 392 subs. Should we go raid him? Yes or no in the chat? He looks like he's breaking down the card, though, so I don't know if he's going to read the chat. That's annoying if we send to everyone and nobody goes reads the chat. So he may or may not read the chat. But he's got a very small channel. I'd like to show it some support. See if there's anybody else I find. No, that's it. It's 8:08 in Europe. You've never played the UFC games? I played like the THQ ones, and I played like the first and second EA Sports UFCs. And they were... EA Sports is garbage. Let me just leave it at that. EA Sports is garbage. Look, guys, before we go, if you guys want me to do more streams like this, I need you guys to do me a favor. I found a guy with less than 400 subs. He's trying to build his community, whatever. I want you to go rate his stream. Tell him MMA Joey sent you. Show him some support. Ask him some questions in his chat. If you like his content, subscribe. He's got about 10 people watching, 15 people watching. I'm going to post the link here. I want everyone to go tell him MMA Joey sent you. Show him some support. At least like his stream. At least like his stream. Here is the link. If you guys do it, you'll get more of these streams. I like to show other people support, especially when they're growing a small channel. But watch his content. If you like it, subscribe. But like this stream at least. Ask him a couple questions. Show him some support. I would really appreciate it if you guys would all go to the link in the chat. I like trying to help others. And we got quite a few people in here at damn near 2:30 a.m. So if you guys could all go to the link in the chat, show him some support. Tell him MMA Joey sent you. I will talk to you guys later. I'll probably do a stream tomorrow one way or another, even if I don't stream for the card. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to like this stream on your way out. I appreciate every single one of you, and good night.